Da, 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 um, I don't know if this is working or not.
Okay. Where'd you send it to?
Restream.
Oh,
It should be going to X and to YouTube.
I'm gonna jump on X and see.
I'm already there.
Yeah, it says we're streaming. I haven't started recording yet either, though. So
Oh,
I
yep.
figure nobody that listens to the audio version would want to hear me trying to figure out how to stream.
There, it's up on X. I just seen it and shared it.
Yay! Yeah, there's a post. How do you like that?
Yeah,
I don't know how to open it on X, but that's okay. We can figure this out as we're going.
the best way to learn.
I can take that down for the moment because I don't know what the stream actually looks like because
Whenever someone talks, I noticed on X, whenever somebody talks, it shows their picture. Or
okay, so it's how it's streaming that version, not the like it's okay. I should be able to set this up. So
Yep.
that's the wrong button. Hmm. It is a learning process.
We are learning together.
This is fun. I'm sure this would be an interesting live stream for anybody who's in there.
It was just me.
Well, yeah, it doesn't. Although oddly enough, it does not show. I am not seeing the broadcast on my live. Oh, there's a little bit of lag. I see Tabby now. Now I see me again. Good Lord, my head is shiny.
You need a makeup person.
Hello, everyone in Twitter.
All right, now I've got the Restream tab open here, which is not really showing me anything. I had it open to see the chat. But it's not really doing anything here. That's, well, I mean, I suppose if nobody's commenting, it's not going to. But this is definitely also not showing a big hoot and a holler here. So, and and ironically enough, the YouTube apparently is playing when I did the giveaway from the Mad K Studio stuff. Which is the last time I was live, which was absolutely horrible. Oh, there we go. Live stream now. When I did the giveaway from, and now I can hear the Mad K. There's a lag. Okay, well, at least the YouTube's working, so I know that's working. And the
Well,
X is
the
working.
lag will be for the audience, not for us. So as long as they're hearing it.
Yeah. But no, I'm just trying to, like I said, I'm trying to figure out how this comments thing. I'm going to type a comment on the YouTube feed and see if it pops up on the Restream monitor. Da-da-da. Yep, there it is. It's a bit of a lag, but comes through. Okay, well that's good to know that if people make comments, I'll actually be able to see them. I still don't know. Ugh. Oh bueno. If that happens.
Uh, Mish just sent a message. Do you want me to send him the link?
Yeah.
Oh, oh, Mish is going to join us?
Guess so.
That's
Let's
cool.
go.
I like He's a good kid. Haven't talked to him in a while.
I think I talked to him yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
Well, I texted him. I mean, I haven't talked to him like voice.
Oh, that. Yeah. Yeah. I texted him for a little bit yesterday.
Yeah, he's a good kid. I gotta catch up with that guy.
Yeah. Same.
Feel better?
Getting around to it. I need a beverage.
Oh, you want me to go get it?
Yes, beverages are friendly.
You have water.
Well, the fun thing is the YouTube recording that goes up will have all this trying to figure shit out nonsense. So
Yeah.
if you're watching this on the new YouTube channel, I don't know how you found it because I have like 8 subscribers. So, or no, I'm sorry, 18. There's a 1 in front of that. So yeah. Apparently you're a very patient person for wanting to sit through this. Good on ya. All right, now I lost my notes. I did a lot of work for me. I actually did notes for this.
All right.
Yeah. Like, yay, Aaron. Way to put in effort.
Oh, putting in effort.
I mean, it's not a lot of effort, but
Some.
and actually I had Grok do most of the work if I'm being completely honest about it. Like full disclosure, yeah.
Who the fuck said you could have fun without me?
Who is this ugly Down
Amy-
syndrome looking motherfucker?
Who the fuck is that ugly motherfucker talking to me?
What's up, bitch nugget?
Oh, come on
What's
now,
up?
bitch nugget. We can do better than that.
I've missed
I
you
was
so
gonna
much.
say, I miss you too. I love you, Mike. By the way, Aaron, the stash is phenomenal, bro.
Oh,
Isn't
thank
it?
That is a proper porn stash that Jay and Big C would be proud of.
Yep. It's definitely enough like, I feel like I should be like a mall cop in an adult feature. Like so
Yes.
exactly how
Is
much
it-
merchandise is in that top?
Oh my god, how funny would it be if Aaron's mustache was the porn stash logo mustache, but it's Aaron's face?
That's actually phenomenal, by the way. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
So what have I missed? How long have you guys been going for? Because like I was sitting here waiting for you to post a link in the fucking chat, and I'm
Well,
sitting
I was
like,
going to, but I'm still figuring shit out because I never stream. So it's like I was figuring out the logistics and the mechanics here. I was like, okay, can you hear me now? No. Okay, wait. What if I click this? Because I do this like once every 6 months, and I forget how to do the shit every time.
You do the same thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say because I was just like, I was like, you guys are having fun without me? What the fuck? Because I thought we were doing it tomorrow. I was like, oh, tomorrow I don't know if I could because I might be going out, but you
See,
said
going.
tonight, I'm just like, well, I could sacrifice not watching Monday Night Raw for this.
Yeah, no, because basically I was fucking off all weekend and didn't like sit down and record anything. So I didn't because I have a routine. Like normally I record something over the weekend. Monday night I get home from work and I sit down and edit and get all bent out of shape and stay up late because I'm
Yeah.
never happy. I have to go back and re-record stuff and ranty and all this other fun stuff. But since I've been off for the last like 6, 7, 8 days, I've kind of gotten into a lot of bad habits. One of which being I didn't do jack shit yesterday. Like the wife and I were both feeling a little crummy, so we just had a very lazy day, and I made some calzones and some soup, and
That sounds phenomenal, first and foremost.
I heard Cal-
Second of all, I also sympathize with the I don't know what to do with the show type feeling because I have done fuck all for Bromigo since the last episode has come out.
so
Uh, I have done fuck all. I haven't put anything in our notes. I'm gonna text them later. I'm gonna be like, "What the fuck do we talk about this week?" Because I have nothing. All I do is fucking work. That's all I do.
I
I don't
can
get to scroll online like I used to.
Yeah, I don't spend the same amount of time.
Is that
You know,
tonight?
I've been very busy up until like the lead up to me taking my vacation was like I got hit with like 4 projects with 7 days to get them done because I got this one guy who is like I forget his exact job title, but he's somebody I have to keep happy. And he came to me like a week before my vacation started, like, yeah, we need pictures of all these items for this new menu we're launching at one of these facilities. And it's launching on the 6th, so they need to have played up pictures of all this stuff before the 6th. I was like, you realize I'm going on vacation on the 22nd, right? 23rd. Whatever. The 23rd was my last day. So I was like, you realize you approved my PTO. I'm not going to be here after Monday. Well, we need to get it done. Fucker. Okay, I'll get it done. I got to bring in all this product. And yes, so actually, that was on like a Thursday. So I had a week to get everything done. And I didn't have any of the product in. So I had to bring in all the product to make all the food, to take the pictures of the plate ups of the food. And then when I went to go start pulling that together, I realized this menu that these clients are going to launch on, a week or in like 5 days. The menu's not built. There are no recipes, it's a bunch of stuff that's not like pre-existing in our system.
Yikes.
So one of the dietitians and I first had to build the entire menu so we could know what product that we had to bring in to take the pictures. So
Because you need the inventory to make the
Yeah,
fucking food.
and-
I know this because I spent time in culinary vocational school.
Yeah. On top of which, we also had to make sure we were bringing in product that the facility was going to be able to bring in from their distributors. So I had to like reverse engineer their order guide off of their facility because they get their distribution centers a different one than the one I use. So I had to go back through and like, okay, I can get this, I can't get that. This is an acceptable substitute. So I had to do that. And then on top of that, then we had I had our company Christmas party was that same week, along with on the day of our company Christmas party that I had to get all the appetizers and like the warm up stuff before we left to go to the restaurant because we do cocktail hour for like 2 hours at our office and then we leave and go to a place down the street for dinner and drinks and we had
Because that makes complete sense logistically.
Oh, it makes perfect sense because they want me to enjoy the night too. They don't want me to have to make all the food and blah 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 blah. So
Yeah.
and
Meanwhile, they got you doing 4 fucking projects.
yeah, well that's the difference between like the guy who says, "Oh no, we want you to have a good time too," is the CEO. The people who got me doing all these other projects were all the other department heads. So then we also had a thing where we had our Hormel representatives coming in to do a blind tasting against a different product from a different company because basically we're switching our preferred spec items on ham and bacon away from Hormel. And they were like, well, we want to see why. And we said, well, here, we'll do a blind taste test and you can figure out why we're switching these 2 products. Because
they picked the other product, didn't they?
They did. And
yeah.
the funniest thing about it is the other product costs less. So it's like we're paying more for an inferior product with you. If you can match our price, we'll stick with you guys. If you can give us a better price, we won't make you reformulate your entire line. So they were like, we'll get back to you. But they basically acknowledged like, okay, yeah, we understand. And then, but we kind of give them an olive branch too. So that's a whole nother thing. And I don't need to really go into that. But so I had to get the blind tasting ready. Then I had to get all the hors d'oeuvres and stuff out for lunch. And then the day of, somebody sprung it on me that we were also doing a ground beef cutting, comparing 3 different companies' ground beefs for yield tests, flavor, and there was another thing that's completely industry related, so nobody would know what I'm talking about because I didn't know about it until I started working for this company. So, but basically, so I wound up having to cram that in between doing the Hormel blind tasting and the and getting ready for the party. So I was like, that one day I was literally like motherfucking everybody in the building, and then that's when I get hit with the, hey, I need you. Needs to be your priority next week because we got to get this done. And then I'm like, okay, no problem. I can do that. And then we go back to and then I get hit out of left field with the guy with all the ground beef cuttings. Like, okay, now we need to do a side comparison of our current spec product with this new product we just approved. So we need to make these 6 different recipes with both products and do a comparison on them, see how it yields and make sure it comes out the same. Like,
That's
sure
cool.
thing. You know, I'm going on vacation on the 23rd, right?
Oh, are you?
I'll be back
This
next
is
year. Okay, well,
this
you
is-
know, we can get
this is why I didn't want to be a chef. Like this is why I thought being a chef was fun at first, and then I was like, no, I can't do this. I can't do this.
Oh, I mean,
I don't.
definitely has
I'm
its-
not built for this.
You could get a second opinion and ask Jake the Hater.
I don't think he enjoys his job much more either. What
no,
he's told me.
it's a love-hate relationship. Jake and I have had this conversation a couple of times.
He's the
That's-
only.
we love what we do, but we're sick motherfuckers. That's how we got into this.
Well,
But anyway, since it seems like we've got the live streams running, I'm going to start recording, so I actually have something to throw up on the audio streams. If just sticking around gives consent, anybody that hops in after this, they can just assume that we're recording. So I'm going to click start.
there you go. It's been live.
Well, yeah, the YouTube version is going to be the whole thing because I don't know how to edit that. I mean, I'm sure I can figure it out. I'm not a complete idiot.
Software,
Parts are missing.
and then
But yeah, so welcome to I Had to Say It. Joining me as of the moment is the Gray's Tap Room, Mike and Tabby, and Maddie Mish, and we have a sound observer off in the corner, is our friend Lisa, friend of the show, wonderful person. Will be making smartass comments in the chat that I will be more than happy to relay to the audio listeners because Lisa's funny and witty and stuff. And I'm not just trying to blow smoke up her ass because she could probably kick my ass too. It's just it's God's honest truth. So, anywho, welcome to the show, guys.
It's
Hello.
good to be back.
Whoa.
Yes. Actually, yeah, you guys are all returning guests too. I mean, it's not like I have a huge number of guests on the show, but
Your
you guys
greatest
all
hits
been
of
on the show
2024.
first. Huh?
It's your greatest hits of 2024.
Actually, I'm more like the greatest hit of like 2022, I think, because it's been that long since I've been on
It's either the tail end of 22 or the beginning of 23. It was right in,
one of the two. Yeah.
in that ballpark.
So
But-
it's been like it's taken me forever, and me and Aaron have been talking about doing this for God knows how long. And I was like, wait, are you guys doing that show today? And they're like, oh yeah, we're in it now. I'm like, what? You guys didn't fucking invite me.
well, no, like I said, we were just trying to figure things out. It's nothing personal, Mish. I just,
No, I know.
I'm
Fuck me though. I get it.
yeah. And
Yesterday, Tab reminded me that she goes, it's been like a little over a year since we've had Mish on the show. I'm
No,
like,
it's not a little over a year. It'll
Has it?
be
I think it's almost 2 years actually.
well, that
year in
wasn't a lot.
February.
It was my birthday, 2023.
No.
Yes,
I was still doing 69 whiskey when I just said their name. I was still doing the other podcast when I was
96
on
bourbon.
96 Bermud when that was a good one, Mike. When I was on your guys' show because someone was supposed to join us and then had massive technical issues right around the time of me supposed to come on, and I'm just like, fuck it, I'll do it myself. Because if you want to get shit done, you do it yourself in this world.
Yeah.
damn. Well, and they're down at the bottom. Well, actually, I don't know how anybody else's screens look. We've got Jason from Horrible Designs joining us. Again, friend of the show. Actually, guy I've known damn near my entire life. I mean,
Since first grade.
yeah, I was gonna say since like first grade. So that's that's not without completely. I'm not that I've ever made a secret of my age, but yeah, that's going back a ways.
Yeah.
God damn, you're old.
Damn
Hey,
right.
you. I got T-shirts older than you, Mish. Watch it.
It's like when I
Actually,
said
no,
tell
I legitimately do now that I think about it.
you probably do.
I have a Metallica concert T-shirt from like 1994,
Ooh,
and that's still in
just
the closet.
longer than I've been alive.
I've had one. I got one from 2004.
That
I
one's
wish
not
I
even as
still had
old as
Dead
my
Kennedy
brother.
shirt from the 90s.
All right, Jason, just to give you a heads up, you're very quiet at the moment.
I am.
Yeah, I don't levels wise, I should say it's
Okay.
Is it?
that's a little better. Um, but yeah, no, it was 94. I think I don't know. I'd have to go look, but 94, 95, somewhere in that ballpark. When they did the tour for wasn't the Black Album, but it was a tour that
94? I think it might have been Load or Reload then.
no, that was 90 like
There was
6.
album 94.
Well, they were
96 was load. 97 was reload. Black album.
Okay,
Black Album was the early 90s, I
Yeah.
believe.
was it in 1991?
Yes.
Oh, see, that's the one thing I got right. I mean, of course, the Metallica expert over here, Mike
but
from the Tap Room podcast.
The tours was that they did it was actually was it right around the time Live Ship Binge and Purge came out, I think.
That was 92.
Yeah. So
I know a lot about that band. That's my
I'm aware. I've seen the mug. Or
Which is
sign.
still one of the coolest mugs I have ever seen.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking sweet.
I'm still so jealous that he has that.
she
All right,
won my birthday last year.
and I'm slacking here. Lisa had a comment, said she wore a jacket the other day from '95, so it's vintage.
as of right now. Yeah, I think
Yeah. The one thing though is I'll admit I can't fit into that concert shirt anymore. It's I've broadened my horizons since then.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, you've gotten wider.
Filled out a
More
bit.
ways than one.
Yes, definitely.
Did you say wide or wise?
Yes.
All of the above.
Lisa says vintage edging on antique and
Vintage edging.
Wait,
vintage.
so
I'm good at that too.
yeah, when I read that, I was like, oh, there's a dirty joke in there somewhere. I can't do it.
I was getting ready to. Mike just beat me to the punch.
Now hold on a second though. I
Edging
mean,
sounds like my weekend plans. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
yeah, I mean, it's an everyday occurrence for me. It seems like.
What, edging?
Vintage edging.
Well, I mean, if we're talking like edging, yeah, I mean, like I am the biggest Edge fan Mike's knows probably. So anyway,
Oh, that. Sorry, I thought you meant edging.
yes,
Grandma.
but I was gonna say because like, so what qualifies as vintage then? Then what qualifies as antique? Like how many years each?
I want to say vintage is like 20 years, I think. Well,
Oh God,
for like antique cars, it has to be older than 20 years. So
I qualify anything for car wise, anything 80s and mid 80s and back. I consider to be
Lisa weighing in on something intelligent so we can stop being dumb here for a minute.
yes,
Is older than 20 and less than 100. So
But we're vintage.
yes, we're vintage.
we're all vintage.
Yes, that makes me feel a little better. Mrs. Vintage too. So that
Yeah, being 27 comes with its perks, I guess. I can call myself vintage now.
Jesus Christ, I wish I was 27 still.
you're in your silver age right now, dude.
Vehicles are the exception to the rule. They can be as little as 25 years. Oh, that's actually a really interesting fact, though.
yeah.
Because I love car restoration shows and stuff on like Motor Trend and whatnot.
Yeah.
So like I love seeing like all this old 60s and 70s cars get rebuilt and whatnot. So it's like that's actually that's an interesting fact for me.
Although I gotta just funny little side note. I had this 84 pick 'em up truck that I used to have that I loved. It was an AMC Jeep Comanche.
AMC.
It was a beautiful truck. I loved it to death. It was before, well, it was an AMC. It was one of the
Well,
best.
AMC was built where Aaron and I are from in
Yeah.
Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Yes, I had one of the last trucks to roll off the plant line there, and I loved it because that inline four was arguably one of the better engines that was ever produced, and thing was just it ran no matter what. And then when I was living with my kid brother, and he was in a bit of a bind, and I had two cars, so I gave him my truck with the understanding that, like, I'm loaning you my truck, but I can't afford to have you on my insurance, so you have to title it in your name. And I said, here's $50. You need to go buy a battery because it's been sitting for too long. And then I moved out. And then when I went back by the apartment to go see how things were going for him after, because I kind of was like, still had some of my shit there, and I felt guilty that I moved out. And so my kid brother comes to the door, and I'm like, I didn't think he was there because I didn't see my truck anywhere. I said, hey, where's my truck? And he goes, oh, that fucking thing wouldn't start, so I junked it. I'm like, I told you, what did you do with the $50 I gave you for the battery? You go, that's where that 50 came from. Man, we ordered a pizza and got 2 cases of beer. And I was like, you motherfucker. And I contacted the scrapyard that he junked it to, and they had already crushed my truck.
Ugh.
And I was mad that he only got like $200 for the truck because I had a full brand new suspension sitting in the bed of the truck waiting to be put onto it, because one of the auto parts stores in town had gone out of business, and I went and bought everything that would fit on my truck from their inventory for like 90% off. So I had probably $1,000 worth of parts, brand new parts, still in the box in the bed of the truck under the cap. And I was like,
Did it go to
$2,000
Jelensky's?
my truck. And then I threatened to pistol whip him. And then now my wife, at the time, my girlfriend / roommate, was just like, no jail bad. Like, don't kill your brother. And I listened to her and did not murder him where he stood. So
I think the most impressive part of this story is the fact that you said that a car battery cost $50 at the time.
well, I wasn't expecting him to get a good one. I was like, dude, go to the boneyard. Here's $50.
Yeah, was this still back in Kenosha?
No, this was in Joliet.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, because if it was still in Kenosha, you need to go to Jant's junkyard and get one for $20. I've done that before.
Oh yeah, me too. But no, this was in Joliet, and the U-Pullet was like $40 to grab one out of the junkyard here. I thought I was being nice, giving him an extra $10. I was like, yeah. And the son of a bitch orders a pizza and gets 2 cases of beer. I was, motherfucker. Like, this is why I moved out, you prick. You can't be trusted to do anything. And he's like, oh, yeah, that wasn't great. And we've got a couple more guests here. We got the Duchess and John Jamingo of the Boomer Bunker podcast. Recent additions to the show. Good peoples.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? We just got done, and she said Aaron's broadcasting. I said, where? I can never find this guy. He's
I never
Give
do
me
this
Hoffa.
shit. You actually missed the first 20 minutes where I was trying to figure out what the hell I was doing.
Oh,
Because first there was no audio streaming, and then I couldn't get the video to start streaming, and then all of a sudden everything started working, and I was still sitting here babbling, not realizing that it was actually streaming. And
Oh, lovely.
yeah,
Classic Aaron.
hey,
This is why we podcast.
Because we don't know how to do anything else.
Yeah.
and our buddy Keyword,
And we barely know how to do that.
just boom broom to my mustache. So thank you for noticing. I grew it myself.
I know today Duchess was supposed to come here, and testing everything, the equipment I have over there for her to come down here. And then all of a sudden my StreamYard would just pop. It would just go, oops. And I'm like, what do you mean? Oops. And it would stop. And then I'm like, well, what are we doing here? And then I came over and tested this setup I have, and this was fine. So I called, I said, don't come. I said, because I don't know what's going to happen here. So I'll just do the show the way we do the show. And then I'll try to fix it, and we can do it later. So
Yeah,
I'm excited. Hey, listen, I'm going to have a spot open somewhere in January, late January. So Aaron, I would love to have you on as the two of us. I'm sure we
that,
can burn this place
that'd
down.
be a hoot and a holler right there. I tell you what.
Oh, that is going to be interesting.
We could piss off all kinds of people. That ought to be a good time.
One of
It
my
sounds
favorite
like a
hobbies.
right-wing circle jerk.
Hey, don't you start with me. I'm already
Centrist
pissed off
circle
at you and your crew over there. Undercover, brother.
Yes, sir. You already know.
No, I'm very proud to say I piss off all sides. It's one of my goals in life.
That's
Well,
exactly what we
you
do.
do.
Everybody thinks we piss off one side or the other, mostly the right side. It's literally we try to piss off both sides because
You
it's
candy
fun.
asses. You can't even handle it. In other words, like you do something like back in the day, men, you get mad at somebody and then, be like a week or something, and you come back and talk and say, oh, whatever, and it'd be over. Not these guys. They carry, it's like a,
Now,
to the
John,
death.
let's be honest here. You did kind of insult them a little bit
I
with
did
some
not.
words. Some words
All
were
I
said
said
that
was,
I don't know
I'll
if we
tell
should.
you what I said.
All right, yeah, I read what you said. I saw the whole
Yeah,
conversation.
we went to when we were talking about after Daniel Penny was released and then Black Lives Matter was out there trying to start a riot in New York because they wanted to burn New York down because he got off. I said I never wanted to call two people the N-word more in my entire life. That's what I said. That's the truth.
And
So,
would you not expect Mike to react the way that you did? That he
I don't
did, I
care.
should say.
I'm honest. I did, and I didn't, but I should for the shenanigans. But anyhow, so he won't talk to me anymore, like a 5-year-old. Whatever.
I think rightfully so, but that's just two
Wah.
different opinions.
Wah.
I love the wah.
He
That's
hurt
a-
my feelings. Wah.
Soundbite. I'm making that.
Sound like you sound like you talk like you're talking from the 1920s. It's like wah.
Yeah, see, back then
What are you talking about? This is the way I talk, see?
they stole the word from us, and now they won't let us shoot us. Yeah, see,
Oh Jesus Christ!
Here we
it's like our bikes. They steal the bike and ride it right past us. We can't do nothing about it. See, yeah.
Hey Mike, Tabby, could you pass me whatever you're drinking over this way? Because I think I'm gonna need it now.
water.
Oh, lighten up. We're just joking here. It's jokey jokes.
I'm fucking kidding, John. Jesus, everybody takes everything I say seriously. Half the time I'm bullshitting.
Any better?
But
We've got little tiny mini bottles of bourbon. You're welcome to.
And I've got a big bottle of
Yeah.
tequila in a heart.
And
jar.
I got
Yeah.
2 gallon bottles of Tito's right here.
Gimme.
Booze.
I need alcohol.
Well,
I just
come
want the Irish whiskey because Irish is where all the redheads are.
That's a good point.
What
man,
is
how
that?
are you making out in South Carolina? I mean, these are like your basic rednecks. How are you handling that down there with your liberal
I think it
thin
it
skin?
depends on the person.
I think
It
you
is
found
depend-
one.
He likes.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
actually, I did find one, and I don't think it's gonna work out the way I hoped it would.
Oh.
Did you upset him?
That's so mean.
Rough.
Ouch.
Duchess.
naughty boy.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a dirty boy. What can I say? No, I was just she's not from this country. She's on a visa, and she's leaving the country because the
Uh-oh.
visa stuff here is just too hectic for her line of work. So
The,
yeah,
the
that
website
sucks.
that you ordered her from, did it get taken down?
Yeah, the mail order bride thing. They might be investigating me here sometime soon. So if you guys don't hear from me for a while,
Part of
Oh,
Russia.
That wasn't you. You were hanging out with me at the time.
Yeah.
thanks for
Isn't
the
that when you
alibi.
were up in Jersey?
Yeah,
You can
right. It's
alibi that
exactly.
Friday night.
Yes, you can alibi that Friday night when
right.
when we hung out and had dinner. So
That's right.
Whoa,
I got you.
Mr. Undercover brother. Me love you a long time. Marry, get green card.
Oh dear.
sucky $5.
No.
Which
I know
which
a
part
couple
of the
people that have mail order brides, and they have very healthy relationships. It's very,
Where-
it's a lovely.
where's she
arrangement.
from, Matt? Where's
Oh,
she going
oh.
back to?
The girl I was talking to, she's South African, so
There you go.
yeah, that's
Elon Musk South African or
not the Nelson Mandela kind.
Oh, okay.
Elon Musk kind.
Okay.
Other South African.
Not the Steve Biko.
Okay, just checking.
Oh my goodness.
Not that there's anything wrong with it. but
No,
just-
not that there wouldn't be. No, but she was super cool. But like, yeah, it's just not gonna work out the way I hoped it would. But I have options. That's
Well,
what matters.
have fun, and that's all you got to do.
Yeah. In
Hey,
my
you know
line,
what?
in my line of work, I have options, which is nice.
Yeah. How's the new gig going? Everything good?
Oh, at the gym, it's fine. It's work, keeps me busy, and I get paid. That's all
Pays
that
the
matters.
bills.
It
That's
pays the
right.
bills. It pays off my credit card and gives me a little something to save on the side.
Keeps you out of trouble.
Yeah, it keeps me out of trouble. I mean, it's good. I like everybody I work with, and most of the people that come into the gym I'm friendly with. There are the occasional brain dead morons that stop in thinking I'm the reason for all their problems with their account that they made. So,
Of course.
I've
Well,
never been to your
What do you
gym.
mean
are
my
talking
credit
about?
card was declined again? You son of a bitch!
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's your
it's like,
fault. Yeah.
yeah, it's my fault. Yeah, it's not like you didn't fucking put a wrong number in or something.
My fault. You maxed out your credit cards. You douche weasel. Yeah.
Doing for the
Things you wish you could say to the clients.
Oh my God! I almost went off on one girl a couple weeks ago. Oh boy, that's a story. I can get into that if you'd like.
Oh, if you'd like. I mean, this is.
I don't have
Well, you
time.
kind of half teased it. You may as well.
Yeah, I might as well fucking say it, right? So
Mhm.
there was this
Fuck it.
John's gonna get a fucking kick out of this too. So there was this, it was like in the afternoon. It's like we have what was it? We got the Black Card Spa. It's Planet Fitness, everybody. Like it's not a secret. We have the Black Card Spa, right? And there was like a line of people trying to get into it. So like things are going to get clogged up and people are going to have to wait for tanning or massage beds or chairs, things of that nature. This one woman, black, goes to schedule and she's now complaining that I told her that she has to wait 5 minutes because the one bed that we have that was working at the time that she signed up for, because that's how our process works. They have to sign up and pick the time. For whatever reason, it was too hard for her to understand, and I calmly explained to her. I said, "Well, there's two things in the hydro massage that are broken. One of them is the lounge, one of them is a bed. So I can't give that to you because that's just not. There's no point. It's not going to work." And she's like, "Well, how you have two open beds right there? Like, why can't you do something about that? Like, why do I have to wait?" Because that's the only ones that fucking work are the people that are using them, dumbass.
So was this a tanning
Why don't you
bed?
just fix it? Jeez.
It wasn't a tanning bed. It was like a
Oh.
massage bed. It was a massage bed that she had
Tanning bed
chose.
would have been a little redundant, John.
I was going to say.
She's already got the permanent tan,
I
but
was gonna say,
no,
you know it's going to make you darker, right?
A lot
Yeah,
of
right.
melanin.
a lot of melanin
Melatonin.
in there.
John says melatonin.
Yeah.
Melatonin.
You don't
But,
want any more melatonin on your skin, do you?
Yeah, so now she's like fighting me that she has to wait. Like the more you actually fight with me, the less time it's going to take for you to get on that bed, right? Like I mean, like me being the logical individual I am, I'm like the more you fight about me with this, the more time is this going to waste, and then you can just go right back on the bed when I tell you. But it's like this 5 minutes of this concept of 5 minutes and waiting was too hard for her to understand. She wanted everything right that fucking second,
Why
and
didn't
she
you
was
just tell
mad
her
that
lay
As
on
we
the floor?
do.
You should have told her
Yeah.
lay on the floor and you would have walked up and down her back like a geisha girl.
Fuck, I
Oh,
could have done that. I mean, it would have saved me the fucking headache I got because of that. And then she started like cussing me out or whatever, and I'm just like standing there silently, like smirking at her, like you dumb bitch. My manager was right there too. Like she saw pretty much the whole thing. So she's like, she looked at me, and I'm just like, I just told her that she had to wait. I didn't do anything wrong. Then she started complaining about online, like she gave us a bad review because I told her she had to wait. I'm just like, oh, big fucking deal.
Ugh, whatever.
There was nothing to shoplift. So boring.
Oh my
Jesus Christ. Actually made me
take a
John.
coat on her and spray her with the hose. Maybe that'll be
Get in the
No,
box.
I said no.
Get the hose.
Whoa, whoa.
Get in the box.
I don't know if the hose would be a good idea in this day and
Get the
age.
box.
You just need like a spray bottle with a cat.
Look, you are
Yeah,
in
look.
South Carolina, aren't they used to it down
Just
there?
keep it up by the register. Anybody
I'm sorry,
misbehaves,
that was-
it's
Alabama.
oh, John.
Got my mistake. Got my.
No, but to answer John's original question, like I'm getting used to it down here. It's not my favorite place.
Is
to
it
be
a little
most of-
slower than up here in Jersey?
No,
Let me
the
ask
traffic
you.
Really?
is just
There,
as bad.
no. I don't mean traffic. I mean mentality.
Oh yeah, very
That's
slow.
what the IQs
Yeah.
Very slow. When I tell you, I
I
get
can't.
calls all the time to my gym.
Anything
Hey, are
past
you
Maryland, it's like,
like?
yeah.
Hey, are you open today? Like that's the common question we get. Like if it's
Hello?
a storm or something, like hello,
Yeah.
hi, this is Planet Fitness. What can I do for you? Hi, are you open today?
No.
no, we're not.
I answered the phone, then or it's like, or you can just go the fuck online and see if we're closed. Like Google's too hard for these people.
The internet's not really big on that. Hey, the one thing about
I
I don't
found
trust
out
Google hours, by the way,
in
because
South
if you don't
Carolina.
if you don't update them, they're just bullshit hours.
A lot of times they're so nice to you. If you're from Jersey, you feel like they're trying to get over on you. It's like
Mhm.
they're so nice. You feel like
Because
it's
they are.
unbelievable how nice they are to you.
I don't know if I necessarily get that feeling. I mean, I treat everybody pretty much well anyway. So like everybody knows me and says hi to me. I practically live at that fucking gym. I work there so much. So like everybody, I call everybody by their. I'm on like a first name basis with like half the people I see on all the time at that gym. That's how well off I am getting along with everybody. But yeah, and everybody's nice. It's just that there's the occasional dumbass or dickhead that either calls or comes in to start a problem, and I'm just like. Here we go. I just hope I'm not the only person at the desk at that point, because then I can just throw them to one of my coworkers.
Oh, you're one of those people.
Mm-hmm. Pass it off. Hey, quick question.
Hey,
I mean,
some things I don't have all the answers to. Some people are more adept at it than I am.
Let me bring you over to my manager.
Yeah, that's basically what I do.
They get
All-
paid
you
more.
have a problem down there with the people with the cameras trying to film themselves as they work out for the gram and for the social media?
Okay, so fun fact, I have not seen anybody. I think I've seen maybe one camera the entire time I've worked there, and it's been since September. I've seen one camera, maybe. So
About-
it's not a practice that is at my gym that I can tell you for a fact.
I don't see it a lot at mine.
About 5 years ago, I belonged to a gym, believe it or not. And I would go in there.
Holy
and it's
shit,
not-
that's the biggest shock of the century.
Right, exactly. So I'm in there and I'm lifting weights and all these guys they do a set and they'd go over the big mirror and they're doing this thing, where
No, they
they're
flex in front of the
flexing and all
mirror.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're doing that, and as I come up behind them and I'll go, I'm just I start
That's actually
get
funny
a
though.
pose, and they turn around and look at me and they go, and I go, see any difference yet? And they're like, huh? But again, I think a lot of them are there. Again, I say that's the new bar. Like people go there to meet people. I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe-
Oh,
Yeah.
I see people who I
100%.
know are
Go ahead, you just gonna say you get
you
on a
can
hit
see the
all
connection.
time.
There's
You get
one
hit
young
on-
lady who talks to a lot of gentlemen.
Mm.
There's like
I
every
think-
month there's a new dude that she's chit
Funny
chatting.
enough,
like
there's a guy
ain't
at
good
the
on
gym.
her, but
There's a guy at the gym that started dating this one girl, and I can tell that he's changed because she started dating her, which is kind of sad because he's normally a really, really nice guy, and he's still a
Hmm.
nice guy, but like when he's around her, he's like a completely different person.
How?
He's not as like
he's not
not
as
as fun.
guy.
he's not as fun, let's say. Like he's not as like
whipped.
happy-go-lucky.
Right.
I wouldn't say he's whipped. I think whipped is the wrong term to use. I think he's a jacked like 50-something-year-old guy, so it's like he has to put on a persona, I guess, of like trying to be a tough guy maybe. But then like he'll come back and talk to me and we'll bullshit about something really quick, and then he'll go right back to his car and drive off. So it's like he has to like put on that front for her, I think, and then he'll
Mm.
come and talk to me for a few minutes, and then he'll go back. So it's bizarre. I've seen quite a few people like change the way they act because there are women around or there are women around.
There's
That-
one couple that comes in the morning when I'm there, and they're clearly together, but when they come in, they have a completely their own routine. So every once in a while they talk to each other, and then they're completely on the other sides
Yeah,
doing
I
what they do.
can't
Both of them
stand
are
people that work out
amazing.
together.
Oh, I hate that because they just stand there and they just like watch each other. Like, stop.
Can't stand people that work out together. If I do it by myself, I fucking hurt myself. I'm retarded like that.
Now hold
I
on
don't
a
like
second.
going to the
There's
gym with anybody.
there is a difference between significant others working out together and then bros working out together. Aaron, you know this.
I know.
We're friends with Robert Frank, for Christ's sake.
Do you all
Exactly.
stand and hold each other while you work out?
So
Like, is
I
that
would
what you do?
In,
Like,
in
you
what
hold each
way are
other's-
we holding each
Wait.
other? Hold on a
Well,
second.
you tell me. Do you all stand around the machines? Like, because when I go,
Occasionally.
all of the young gentlemen, young men, I'll say the teenagers with the poofy hair, they all
Those
stand.
dorks.
Yeah, they all stand around. So there's like one machine and then like four of them all talking. So it's like you have no chance of getting at that machine for at least half an hour because they all rotate on it. And I'm like,
Yeah, no.
So
we spend all
guys
day
that
at school together. Do you have to work out together? Like, can't you just?
You should just walk in and say, "Hey, can I get in here?" and
No,
do
no, I don't know because clearly I can't. Like, there's no way. I'm not getting in the middle of
See,
5 teenage boys. It's,
all you
Okay.
got to do is you walk over there, you fart, and
no,
clears the
no,
entire area, and then you don't even have to fart. You can just bring a fart machine, and it
No.
clears the area, and then you get on the machine and you do your workout.
no. They probably would fart back, knowing them.
Yeah.
So
The funny thing is like I see that too, but it's not like teenage kids. It's like the Mexicans that come in that do it. And I'm not even being racist. That's
You're racist.
generally what I see. I'm just like, it's literally the Mexicans that come in and then stand around the machine and then they take turns. And I'm sitting here like doing my walk, checking everything, making sure it's good. I'm just like, God damn, they're still there.
yeah, I don't even like working out with a friend. They're like, "Oh, let me know next time you go." I'm like, I no, I don't want you to go to the gym with me because I don't want to talk to anybody because
Yeah,
you'll
same
slow
here.
me down. You'll slow me down. I need to concentrate on me. You do
See,
you.
I would go to the gym with Aaron because him and I would hold hands together. We would skip through the entire gym and we'd just be holding.
Yeah.
Like,
How
oh,
cute.
nice.
Work out in tank tops and speedos.
Yep.
You
Damn
say that like
right.
that's bad.
And having the moose knuckle too.
Oh.
Like, hey, don't stare. This show ain't free. But
Listen, if the women can do it in the gym, so can the guys, right?
Damn
that's
right.
turnabout's fair play.
There's one woman who comes in who has
A moose knuckle.
most likely lost a significant amount of weight. Like, so she's rocking it, and I'm like, you go, girl. But there's a lot of skin that's
A lot of
kind of
flappiness.
waving around, and she's
Yeah.
on. God bless her. She's on like the ellipticals, and she's moving. She's drenched, but there's a
got
lot
the
of
high Helens.
components
She
and
waves
things
the bottom of her
flying
arms
around.
like stopping the breeze.
Well,
The high
mine
Helens.
did too, but there's a lot of lower body things like
Where
that.
was that skin supposed to
Her
go?
shirts are really short and her shorts are really short. So I was like,
Really? No, you got to cover that up. Nobody
now,
needs to see that.
like there's some
I
girls that go there
admire
and
the
don't cover up.
confidence.
That's for
I
you.
Well, that's
admire the confidence, though.
You know, I'm thinking she's probably like a much bigger gal, and I'm not one to knock anybody down because I ain't skinny mini either. So
Yeah, I will.
good on her for doing it. But
No.
but yeah, there's a lot. I'm like,
Yeah, there's again, it's
but
like
there's dudes there hanging a lot of stuff out too. So it's like,
that's not acceptable either. You have to.
oh, I
cover
understand
up.
that, but
If I can go to the gym and keep my tits covered up, everybody else should be able to.
Yeah, exactly.
there's some girl
Yes,
next to me on the
yeah.
treadmill today in like a shorty short crop top and like shorty short booty shorts. And I'm like, can you stand over there? Like, do you have to stand next to me?
That's
like,
that's heaven to me. What the fuck?
well, to you, I'm not looking at her. She also looks like
Yeah.
she's about 19. So she's perfect for you. I'm looking at her like, cover your ass up. I would beat my daughter if she looked like that.
So,
So,
Here, Duchess, here's what you do.
yeah.
Next
no.
time it happens, you bring a camera and you show the rest of us.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
because I'll get thrown out of the gym.
Nobody
I'll get
shit.
thrown out for bullying
Yes.
or something. And, I mean, she
Joey
looks
Swoll will
great.
be
Good on
complaining
her.
about
But
it on
like,
TikTok.
I just
So all
don't
this
need her next to
content
me.
we
I'm
could
like,
have for
I
the
don't need
show?
teeny weeny little cute perfect. I'm like, go stand the fuck over there. Please don't stand by me. Like, it's because there's no competition. I'm like, come on,
I can
girl.
kind of sympathize because there's a guy that comes into the gym every morning. He's there.
Mhm.
Really nice guy, too. I've wound up shooting the shit with him a couple of times.
Mhm.
Probably the most jack motherfucker I've ever seen working out in a pair of fucking work boots, cargo pants, and a
I
polo.
see that.
And
I
I'm
see
just
that
like,
a lot too. Yeah.
he's got the logo on his shirt, so I know where he works. And I
Mhm.
was like, that's why this guy looks familiar. And he is a terrifying individual when I watch him throwing these weights around. And I'm like, and you're wearing your work clothes. So I'm assuming you're going straight to work from the gym.
Ugh, you
Probably.
should probably change your clothes.
Well, either
Treat
that
yourself.
I really doubt he's working the overnight shift because he works for a car place. And like
Oh,
I
he's
said,
wearing it for marketing.
the
He's
thing
wearing
is,
his shit for marketing, but like,
he
come
goes
on.
and gets cleaned up in the locker room before he leaves, But
Gives himself, gets some paper towels, wipes the sweat out from under his
Like a
pits.
horse bath kind of
well,
a
no,
thing.
but that's the thing too is when
Yeah.
when he's there in the morning, he's not like killing it where he's like busting a sweat. It's more like this casual, like I'm
Like,
just
hey, look at me. Like, hey.
not
No,
even
he's-
that.
He's
It's-
heavy,
It's
heavy,
just more
short.
like I'm getting in a little limbering up before I go work on cars all
Oh.
day because I think
I
he's
go and lift cars at work.
yeah,
You see that commercial?
but-
I pick things up, I put them down.
shoulders
Yeah.
started as fucking earlobes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just like, God damn.
I
This
There
know.
used to be
casually throwing around like full stacks on every machine, and I'm like,
Ugh.
at one of the gyms I used to go to back in Jersey, there was a guy that would come in like every time me and my brother would go, and he was wearing his full UPS outfit, boots and all. He would work out, and I think he would come in the truck, and then he
He's
would
probably on his lunch break or something.
yeah, like he was in his lunch break or something, and he would be there for like 30 minutes. He'd do what he had to do, and then he'd leave. And I'm just like,
Ugh,
that guy's just
cute.
working out in his whole ass fucking outfit
Ugh.
there. Like, oh, I
They
can't
will.
Those-
imagine.
I mean, we've got the main hub here in Louisville for UPS, and we know a lot of people, so they're always moving and grooving. So why not go ahead and work out on your lunch break because you're still going to be sweaty from throwing pack.
That's true, I guess.
See, here's the thing though. Like when I'm working in the gym and I'm cleaning, like I sweat. Like it sucks, but I sweat because I'm working so hard cleaning all this shit, and then I feel like gross the rest of the day because like I have to talk to people still. Like it'll be like halfway through my shift and I'm like soaking wet, like sweaty and shit. I'm sitting here like I had to talk to more people now. I got to see all these women come into the gym and I'm like a mess. Like I do my hair all nice in the morning. I try to look presentable. Then halfway through, it's like, okay, we're gonna do this massive cleaning project, and here I am just like pouring sweat, mopping the floors.
Well, you
It's-
could
it's
bring
gross.
another shirt, right?
I
get that.
all my shirts are like so the shirts at Planet Fitness are not the best quality. Most
They're
of my
like
shirts
thick purple shirts.
they're
Yeah.
not thick. They're
Really?
like the worst quality material you could find, and like all of my shirts or most of them are ripped at this point. They're like a
Oh,
giant
no.
hole in the same spot. I don't know why, but it's like whatever reason the material is just not good, and most of my shirts are ripped, so I can't even bring like backups because I'm just gonna rip them further. So
When I was working in the elevator business, especially in the summertime, you would sweat, and I would pack in the van, my work van. I would have 4 T-shirts. I'd put one on every 2 hours, and when I would go home, you could just like the amount of water you could wring out of these shirts was ridiculous.
ugh.
And so, but I did that every day because you can't go. You have to change. Like you're in like hospitals and office buildings and all. You just
Mhm.
can't go in there sweating because you know what that smells like when you go by. So I had a towel, would towel off and then put another shirt on and go do my thing. So I don't know. That's what I would end up. I'd say, listen, I need a couple shirts here because, I got to change. I can't be sitting here grossing the.
I keep telling my boss to just keep get enough shirts where everybody can bring like multiple in, and she just keeps buying like 5 shirts for people, and then like some of the people that are there, they don't even last like a month. We just had like 2 people quit, and they were just there like for a month and a half. So like they gave them these shirts that I could have used and now they're gone. So
Be something in the contract that states that they have to return the shirts or they don't get their last paycheck.
Yep.
wait,
I've,
for real? I have never
Mhm.
heard that.
Oh yeah,
I've had that a couple.
They should be if it's uniform. Yeah.
you got to turn your uniforms in to get your last paycheck. Yeah,
Let's check.
especially if they're rented.
Now, I don't know what you guys are complaining about. I never sweat at work ever. I mean,
At work,
I don't
never.
anymore.
I don't.
I don't anymore.
A desk
Worst thing that happens
search.
to me is I get a cramp in my mouse hand.
Yeah, his mouse hand. Mouse.
actually, for a
Factory.
while in one of the places I was running, during the summer, the kitchen averaged 122 degrees. 'cause
Ugh.
fucked
Sinful.
up.
Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's a summer day here.
Well,
Yeah. I was gonna say because like
Louisville, yeah.
I'm not too far from Mike and Tabby now. Like what am I like
5 hours.
5 hours away now? So like I it was rough out here like during like August into September.
Oh shit, we could see
yeah.
Mitch like take a long weekend and hang.
You really can, honestly.
Go the other way and go see Aaron. Aaron's first.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'll go
What
fuck
was
myself,
that?
I guess.
Aren't you hosting like Aaron Palooza this summer?
When I
Wasn't that a
when I
thing?
Jennifer Gray you, you're getting so dropped.
He's just slam.
Yeah. No,
I'm
there's
just gonna pick
it's
him
actually
up
a
and
little
keep going.
it's actually a lot easier to see a lot of my friends now because like most of my friends are in the South. My one buddy's in Georgia. My one friend is in the mountains in North Carolina. I have another friend in North Carolina too on the other side of the state. I have Mike and Tabby. So it's like I have a bunch of and I have a friend in Washington D.C., which I think it might be a shorter drive now, but I'm not entirely sure.
It's just
I have
95.
to try.
Just whoosh.
Yeah,
It's
that'll
easy.
probably be what I do.
It's
We're
an easy
at,
ride.
you're in South Carolina, right?
Myrtle Beach, yes.
Oh, Myrtle. Oh shit. Fuck. I was
It's a
wondering.
long way.
I was
It's a long
there.
way from
I think
Kentucky.
they're taking a long weekend. You're gonna host them.
My sister's house can't hold any more people. Unfortunately, this room that I'm in right now, it's like the only other room in the house practically.
Go that way. I'll go the other way. I'll go where it's colder.
Come up to Jersey.
I don't know. Yeah, come up to Jersey because it's freezing. When I went up there a few weeks ago,
It was 62 degrees today.
you're shitting me.
That's
Nope.
warm. It was 30 degrees in Minnesota.
Well, that's like a heat wave for you guys in December, right?
Right now, we are having an unprecedented heat wave. The snow is melted. We are used to being cold, and I like the cold because all the little bastards aren't running around anymore, and there's no bugs,
Mhm.
and
Back in hell,
we
we
don't
don't
have hurricanes. We've got Sharknadoes, but there's bugs are smaller, and no assholes running around.
Oh, I was way wrong. Miss, you're 10 hours away from us.
Fuck,
dude.
it's like the same. Okay, so what would it be from New Jersey then? From Trenton, New Jersey. Well, how long would the drive be compared to down here?
From Louisville? Oh, that's
To
probably-
Louisville. That's
Uh,
probably like 12 hours, maybe.
Yeah, it's about 12 hours. It's 5 across Pennsylvania. Then you got to
Same.
go.
fucking
Pennsylvania.
distance.
Well, come
You're
to Jersey. It's
shitting
much
me.
more fun up
Actually,
here.
Trenton is closer to here by 10 minutes.
There you go.
You're actually
So-
10 minutes further away from us than what you.
Fuck it. Fuck it. I'll make the trip.
You
up
move
there one
further
day.
away by going there.
I moved further away by 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Wow.
10
I
minutes.
missed my opportunity. I could have saved some time to see you guys.
It's not that 10 minutes isn't much. It's fine.
10 minutes, whatever.
Well, that's if you're going the speed limit, though.
Yeah, that's
Who does that?
Yeah, us Jersey folk, we drive a very, very, very fast.
We don't
for
drive
no
55.
fucking reason.
in Need for Speed rules.
Yeah, we go off of
They're guidelines. They're guidelines.
Yeah, like they're guidelines. We don't necessarily have to follow them. We
You
know
go with
that
the flow of traffic.
they
is what
won't.
you
They
do.
won't pull us over until we hit 90. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I
it
mean, like,
depends. If you're on those little roads, they get you. But like in
okay,
little
little roads
towns,
are different though.
But,
Little
like,
roads are much
yeah.
different. But
Parkway
highways,
Turnpike, you're good.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. When I was what happened when I saw you or when I got off of Newark Airport to go
Mhm.
down to AC to get my hotel room,
Oh
I
man,
was flying
Yeah.
down the parkway, bro.
Well, you take Turnpike, and once you hop on, once you get on the Parkway, it's just, it's such a smooth, easy ride because it's just one way. I
Doesn't
think I
help when
got
there's-
from. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say like it doesn't help when they're doing fucking road work in the middle of the night
No,
and they
no, well,
they
that
narrow
sucks.
5 lanes down to
Yeah,
one.
that's
know?
a nightmare. Because all of a sudden you're like, why is there so much light? Like it's blinding. Yeah. They in New Jersey they do road work at night on the major highways. Yeah.
I just said
I was gonna say you gotta remember, I'm just outside of Chicago.
Well, they don't repair your roads. You just have
Yeah,
potholes
you
for
just
life.
you have potholes for days over there.
They
mean,
fix our roads. I mean, they suck, but
guys
they
have
do-
fixed roads. I have construction crews in the world. There's like there's a running gag. They say, yeah, somebody rear-ended an IDOT truck last week. They woke up 2 workers.
it's about right.
That's funny. But it's actually it's glad we mentioned this because during the election there was a something on the South Carolina ballot that Horry County, where Myrtle Beach is, they just passed a law that they're going to fix a lot of the roads now. It's going to be paid with forest money. So that's actually pretty cool. So they're going to fix some of the roads down here, which also are kind of atrocious at times.
Yeah. You know, it's funny you mentioned Newark Airport. I picked up a girlfriend of mine who flew in from Michigan, and she flew from Michigan to Newark, and she got there in less time than it took me to leave my house in Manahawkin and drive to Newark. She actually got there and landed before I got to the airport. And then I got from the airport to John's house in, I think, what, a little over an hour. And I did not think I would be able to make it to where John lives within an hour because we live streamed that day. But it was just like smooth sailing, easy peasy.
So if you were going from Manahawkin to what is it, Cherry Hill, or your engine, right, John?
He's in that area, yeah.
About an
So
hour.
that was that's an hour away.
That's a little over an hour. It's actually like an hour 15.
15
yeah.
minutes, yeah. I used to make it from my house to Atlantic City in an hour and 15 minutes.
Well, I got to take Route 70. So it's like one lane for a chunk of it. And 72 is one lane for a long bit. And there's just you're just stuck. So if you got some schmuck who's doing the speed limit or 5 under, you're trapped unless you can pass them.
Well, if you do the speed limit on Atlantic City Expressway, you better put
Oh,
a
no,
ramp-
they'll mow you right off. They'll put you in the
put a ramp
woods.
on the back of your car, so fly right
Well,
over
stay
it.
in the right lane if you're going to do that. Just do not hang in the middle or left. I'm gobsmacked by people who decide to do the speed limit or just under and then hang out in the middle lane or the left lane. Like, get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding?
So if I was to come visit you, Mike and Tabby, what can I expect as far as traffic goes in the good old Kentucky area?
Don't worry about it. Louisville sucks. Don't come to it.
It sucks. Oh,
Not wrong.
Is it that bad? Is it that bad?
I thought it was beautiful by you guys.
Yeah, I was out there
Traffic sucks.
Oh, well.
20 years ago. I was out for a wedding there, and I thought I was thinking about moving there.
Ugh.
20 years ago. Yeah, it was so long.
They just go, ugh. Oh, no.
It had to be,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, 30 years ago I was out there.
Oh, I didn't hear anything, Tabby.
Yeah, I was gonna
said.
say, is
That's like-
Tabby, is your mic on? I can't hear you.
Could be.
Oh, now
there
it
we
is.
go.
When you were speaking before, I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, it didn't pick up anything.
I was gonna say, if you come to visit, it's absolutely beautiful. Everything is like, visit. Can I finish? Visit. Don't
I had a
live.
dime for every time a woman said that to me.
Oh, hush. Be quiet.
Come and see the pretty stuff, but it's not pretty to us because we see it all the time, and it's just
Yeah.
like,
That's what that's what I feel like. When people shit on Jersey, it's like, oh, New Jersey smells, but they're coming in from the north side of Jersey.
You
The north
can't
side of
land
Jersey
in Newark
sucks.
and say Jersey sucks. You
Yeah,
can't.
you can't pass Newark and say, or Jersey City or any of like the other like
Ugh, all up
Montclair.
north.
Montclair, you can't even say it sucks because Montclair is beautiful, but like
It is
and it's
pretty up
rich.
there. Yeah.
But like once you get like to like central where I am, like past Edison, and then you go central to south, it's like beautiful countryside.
It is so pretty.
It's
You would
so
never
pretty.
believe you were in New Jersey, really.
Yeah.
That's how you sell it. It doesn't look like New Jersey or what you think it looks like. Everybody's like, oh, okay.
Then you have the shore, which also has a lot of great views.
Doesn't New Jersey have the country's largest population of bears, or is it a specific breed of bear?
You mean large gay men, or do you actually mean the furry kind?
Not those bears.
Oh,
We have a lot of them too.
I think we do have we did have some in there. I think black bear maybe black
We might
bears.
have-
I think
There's not
There's
a
a
lot.
good chance.
There's
There's a
some,
good chance we got a few.
but there's not a lot.
I think
There's
they're more in the
more
north
Pennsylvania.
areas because that's where more of the woods and mountains are. I think.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like northwest. It's beautiful. I'd like to do some more hiking up that way. I've not. It's too many hills though. It kills me.
I can't fucking hike. I can't walk that long.
Yeah.
Not on trails like that.
I'd trade
Ah.
this for our feral meth heads on every corner. So
Oh, that sucks.
Wait, you guys got meth? Well,
Yeah,
you guys got meth heads.
they're all down the street.
yeah, they're literally like,
They greet you as you enter our neighborhood with
Oh,
signs, and
it's like, welcome, give me money.
and
yeah.
there's one dude
Okay.
who wears a Bugs Bunny Daffy Duck crisscross T-shirt.
Nice.
I have another gym story now. If anybody wants to hear it.
But no,
Because this just sparked another story of mine. It's funny. I didn't realize how many homeless and drug addicts were in Myrtle Beach until it started happening. Until I
Wait,
started
It's-
working.
It's warm. It's a
All right,
warmer
well,
area, right?
John's got a dip, so thank you for joining us, John.
Thanks for having me, guys. I got to run, but take care now.
I'll have Duchess plug the show before she leaves.
Sure.
Too, so.
I had a
Catch you later, buddy.
Bye, John.
We'll talk about the fuck. He's gone. He done fucked off. We'll talk about that.
Fine, John. We didn't want to talk to you anyway. God.
Oh, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
You and your Eagles hat.
Ugh, filthy.
Yeah.
hat.
Ugh.
Ew.
Mike,
See, we all have everybody.
Panama
hates
hasn't
Eagles.
shut up. Panama hasn't shut up about it either since yesterday. I am fucking sick of him.
What? Is he an Eagles fan?
He's an Eagles fan.
No. Wow.
But as I was saying, so like there's a lot of like I didn't realize how many drug addicts and homeless people there were in Myrtle Beach because we get a bunch of homeless people coming into the gym somehow. They pay for it. From
Like a
there,
shower and all that.
yeah, the shower. Like you would be surprised how many people just come in the shower.
They do what in the shower?
They just
Each one.
got me there, Mike. So one time I had just gotten into work, right? And
I'm sorry.
I had just gotten into work one day. It was like early on a Monday morning, and I walk in, and some guy wanted to tan. So I was putting him in the tanning bed. He's like, "Oh, the door is shut." I'm just like, "What do you mean the door is shut in the tanning bed?" So I go to my assistant manager who came in before I did, and I was like, "Is somebody in the in so and so tanning bed?" And she's like, "Oh my God, she's still there." Turns out
Oh.
there was a young girl
She
who
died.
fell asleep in the tanning bed. No, she didn't die. She was a drug addict, and she must have fell asleep while she was tanning. And you know what's fucked up? I think I told the story on Bromigos too. The same day was that story that the guy that died in the tanning bed in Indiana broke. It was the same fucking day. We almost had the
Ugh.
same fucking thing happen in our gym.
How do you forget someone's in there? Don't you have to go like knock on the door and let them out?
They're supposed to come out themselves. They were supposed to come out of the fucking thing themselves. She was sleeping in there. She literally came out,
It's
and you can tell
warm.
you can tell she's on something though, because the way she was
Oh.
acting as she was walking out, and
Yeah.
it was sad because she was like a
Aw.
20-something-year-old girl, pretty too. And she's like, I was so bummed out looking at that.
She went in looking like Mish, came out looking like Panama Red.
No, it wasn't on that long. Thank God our tanning beds don't go on that long.
Extra melatonin.
Extra melatonin, and I mean, God, the skin cancer would be astronomical.
Oh, it'd
But-
be next level.
I was thinking about upgrading my membership to the black card. So,
I mean, you can come visit me.
there you go. For sure.
Yeah, you can come work out at my gym.
I'm at mine every day. Holy shit.
Was,
I'm tired of it.
When my gym buddy and I were changing gyms a few months back, because he moved. That's one of those things. Like we were working out at the Y that was close to where he was living at the time, because he was my motivation for me to go to the gym. So I was like, I will come to you, so I have somebody to work out. Because he's a very good friend of mine. I've known him for Christ 20 years probably. We went to culinary school together. So it's got to be longer than that, more than 20 years. And just kind of kept in touch over the years and everything, and I was working with him at the place I work at now because he got me the interview for that job. And after we were been working together for working and spending a lot more time hanging out, I was like, I need accountability. I'd be like, you want to start hitting the gym together? When do you go? I'm gonna go when you go. He's like, well, I go to the Y down the street from my house because they got a pool for the kids and blah 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 blah. I'm like, I don't care where we're going. I need accountability. I need somebody to be like, I'm meeting so and so here. I have to go. I need that for me. And I was like, and you can correct me where I'm wrong, because dude's in very good shape. So it's like, correct me when I'm wrong. I haven't been serious about going to the gym in a while. I don't remember how to do certain shit. Just I need supervision. And
I told Rob and everybody on Glorious House of Gains to yell at me once because my motivation just wasn't there.
Oh, well,
I had that trip up to Jersey, so I'm like, oh God, I got 8 weeks to get in shape, or at least look somewhat in shape. I was like, guys, could you make fun of me? Could you clown me like you used to do Joey Bags or whatever? And then Zach called me the next a few days later. He's like, you think we were gonna do that to you? I'm just like, it's the only option I had at the time.
I mean, hell, I'll call you and talk shit. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take it.
I
I
know.
know, bitch.
It comes from a place of love.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and going out with that crew, I mean, it's gotta. There's a certain bar.
A
You
bar
know?
I have not necessarily hit yet.
Well, that's all right. I mean, it's not like everybody on the cruise jacked and crazy looking. I mean, there's
If I can at least get as
Or-
big as Alex, that's a goal. Because he's shorter than me.
that's a solid goal. I mean,
Alex is a little shorter than I am, so if I can get as big as him, that'd be great.
yeah. See, I'd just be content if I could just, make it to one of the little meetups. That would be fun too.
Should have came this time around. What the
I'll
fuck?
go to AC. I
Oh,
don't
you
know.
should have. Well, next time, if you make it up to AC, let me know.
Oh, for sure.
Because I'm only like 40 minutes from AC.
Yeah, I mean, I'd make the trip. I got a lot of people out there I'd like to see. I'm still trying to convince work to pay for me to go on some of these trips.
There you
but
go.
They're just like, oh no, we need you in the office. I'm like,
We'll take you to a jug handles and circles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just Jason loves them so much.
Does Louisville have casinos, guys? Do you guys have casinos over in Kentucky?
at the
You-
horse track.
We have the Derby City Gaming, which
Okay.
a hotel and a casino in a hotel.
We have
Then
Caesars.
we have Caesars, which is a boat that has been docked. And then
You're docking on a boat.
docking on a boat. You can come here and dock with Mike.
That's
And
actually
gamble.
that actually works out perfectly because my brother works for Caesars, so he could probably get me into a hotel for a relatively decent price, I think.
It's what, about a half hour from here,
Yeah,
Caesars?
35, 40 minutes.
Okay.
You have to cross the bridge
Yeah.
into Indiana and then drive down
Yeah, that's true.
140 or 111
And Belterra.
Belterra.
It's
In
in Newport.
Evansville.
Yeah. No, it's in
or
Newport.
Newport.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's about an hour and a half from us. And then there's also Derby City Gaming has
That's-
like
Poplar.
well, there's one there and then the one downtown they just opened the hotel.
Yeah.
And then of course there's Churchill Downs.
Yeah. Churchill Downs is right.
Yes.
It's behind us.
Wait, so I got a
Kind of
question.
popular.
So
A little
how
popular.
far is the Kentucky Derby track from you?
4 blocks.
4 blocks
Right
direct.
there.
So so I know because the last couple of years you guys went there, right? So like you just casually just walk over and
Yeah. It's
do
like
all the activities.
in our neighborhood.
We usually leash up the dogs and we'll go just walk in to see people and talk to people on the outsides. You have to pay to get in.
even the
Mhm.
cops want to hang out and have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Ooh.
I know the one racetrack, the only racetrack I know of in Jersey that we used to do events at, one of my old jobs, was the Monmouth racetrack,
Mhm.
and which I hated fucking doing events at, by the way, because they would always have like things like food trucks and you know vendors and all this stuff around the track, and then they would have the races in the facility
Mhm.
itself. So I was curious if it was a similar deal over there, because I mean, given that it's the Kentucky Bucket Derby,
Oh,
excuse me,
Probably
who knows what they can do as opposed to
it's
Monmouth
bigger
racetrack.
and more beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Certainly the greens are a little better taken care of than New Jersey, a
They
New
are-
Jersey track.
They've just, if I'm not mistaken, they have just did a $5 million renovation and they're adding on another $4 or $5 million renovation. They've
Amazing.
big screen, I mean like big screen TVs to where if we were to sit outside, we could see the glow from it and it would like brighten
Wow.
the neighborhood.
Yeah.
They
Million-
need to put TVs outside the facilities, so like the people that are
Yeah.
outside enjoying the event can just fucking watch the race that way.
No, it's people inside. Those are the perks. It's like going to a football game. You don't get to watch the scoreboard unless you're inside.
Yeah.
Don't get. I'm not mad at it. I would
I
love
mean,
that.
like
I would agree.
It's like going to a concert and sitting outside and you didn't even fucking buy a ticket. It's like you
Well,
could just
sound.
enjoy it that way. I mean, you have the sound. I mean, at least you can watch it.
You can hear
little
people
bit.
cheering and the horses like clippity cloppity and
Yeah, clippity cloppeting, and then
like Monty Python. You know, the coconuts.
My favorite part about it though is the drunk people trying to find their cars.
oh my
Oh.
god. First of all, they shouldn't be driving.
6 hours after the race has ended. So at 1 o'clock in the morning,
No.
you'll see trust fund kids
Yeah,
like walking up and down the street. They're lit.
Just chirping. Yep.
Dude, where's my dad's car that he paid for me?
You just fuck with them.
yeah, but
Oh, do you
God.
chirp your car?
Yeah.
I would totally be out there doing that all night.
That's genius.
That's so fun.
That is genius.
Or they'll walk by and you just like turn your car alarm on.
Ah. Oh my
They're
god.
like leaning up against your car. You just like turn the alarm on and watch them freak out.
That's
Oh
so
my God.
good.
And what kind of cars are they driving too? Are they like
Oh, well,
Maseratis?
oh
fine.
my God,
Those kind of cars. That's
I'd
what
be setting off the alarm in my fucking Hyundai, like chirp chirp.
the rest of the year in this neighborhood. It's like taped up Impalas.
Yeah. Hondas.
Yeah,
Oh,
82 Civic.
Oh yeah, I just want to
and then a
mention,
Maserati, right? Like
yeah,
along
then a
the street.
Maserati comes through.
That's
The other
40
thing I hate about the South, by the way, is the fucking pickup trucks. Fuck your guys' pickup trucks.
my.
I'm sorry.
What do you mean? Like the
Why? Why are you mad at pickup trucks?
I fucking hate pickup trucks. I hate driving around them. I hate being around them on the road. No one knows how to fucking drive them. They're just bulky pieces of garbage.
But they back them
And-
in every time, right? No
and they
matter what
back them
parking
in
lot
every
I go
time.
in, they like
Exactly.
whip it around and like back it up. I'm like, God
Listen,
damn
the
it.
way they drive those things is impressive, but like I fucking drive around those things. If this guy fucking even remotely bangs into me, I'm gonna die, type of thing. No, yeah, the South, I hate pickup trucks, and everybody has a pickup truck.
Mish. So they do like opening races in like April.
I can't hear her again.
Really?
I hear her.
There.
Okay.
So
So
maybe it's me. Okay.
opening races in April, and it'll run until November. About October, they do Downs at the Dark, which they race at night, and tickets are a hell of a
Downs
lot
at the Dark isn't what you think it is. They don't see
So
who has-
sorry. I just went, oh.
Oh god, I almost did the impression of it. Oh no.
should be racing these fuckers.
I win finally.
Mine's faster.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
My
You said down the
faster.
dark, and I literally just went, oh no. I'm sorry. I'm an 80s kid. Like, we just grew up with that laughing at it. So it was just like,
The Special Olympics under the lights on a Saturday. The
oh.
infield is popping off.
So wait, are tickets this like relatively cheap? I mean, I might try and make my way over there then.
25 if that to get in, if that.
Probably drop a
Bro,
hundred.
all right, we should probably plan a trip then. I'd
I'm-
fucking do that.
Guys, I've got hotel inns. Like we could
There you go.
make a big party of this over a weekend.
Hook an undercover brother up, will you?
I mean, I do work at a hotel. I think it'd be pretty easy to get some good hotel.
She knows people. She
Yeah.
can make things happen.
She is the people.
I know.
Is the people. She is the connection.
Nice. Always nice.
Can you
That's
get
a
it-
good
can you-
connection
Can
to
you
have.
get me one for free?
Possibly.
Oh,
Go,
you
you
show up
just-
with a nice fucking hostess gift, buddy.
You just saved me some fucking money, and I'm gonna bring you so many bottles of liquor in Damon.
I could also get you a hotel room for like $40.
A really fucking nice hotel room.
Yeah, I oh god.
You stay at the
God,
Seal Box downtown for 40.
I think we should do the tap room Mish trip now. This is we have found it. It's Downs at the Dark, which is perfect because it's that
Sorry.
name, and then it's perfect. I will make fuck flying. I will make the 10-hour drive for that.
And they put those fuckers on horses and just send them off, man. It's great.
Not real horses though. They're actually like those.
Oh my God. So
No,
they
no,
just
no.
yell giddy up and drag
They're
them
all-
around.
They're all the horse from Family Guy. If you catch that reference. Yeah, what the hell did you bring a horse on? Oh yeah, this horse is retarded.
Those penny horses you used to see sitting outside of grocery stores.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know they censored that episode?
Yeah, I can believe it.
That's fucking crazy. I think I heard a clip on it one time. I was like, wait, I thought they said the horse was you know what, and then I went back and I'm like, oh, they did. It's like the craziest, like I wouldn't even say Mandela effect because it was what it was, but like they've changed it as episodes.
It's like
so
South
old.
Park. They just edit it. Like just
I don't think they ever edited South Park. There's no way they did.
No, because it's on Paramount Plus now.
oh, there you go.
Because Comedy Central is dead.
Yeah. God, South
Yeah.
Park was great.
Comedy
You know?
Comedy Central is dead. Cartoon Network is dead, and they just took off all the fucking good Cartoon Network shows. Like, and then Eddie's gonna be gone after tomorrow.
On HBO Max now.
Yeah, South Park is on Max. Well, all the
Oh yeah, I was thinking of Max. That's what I was thinking of Paramount.
all the older seasons.
Yeah. No, well, no, the new ones are on Paramount Plus. The old ones are on Max.
Yeah.
I happen to have both of those streaming services because I don't watch TV, and I get the Max for free with my cell phone service. So
This is why I'm a proponent of cable TV.
I
Because
still have cable. Yeah.
you're paying the same amount of fucking money for all those goddamn services that you forget your passwords to, and you can just get cable for all the same
Oh,
shit.
see, I have cable too, and that pisses me off because my cable rates keep going. My cable rates just went up another $20 on this
Yeah.
month.
Then mine aren't going down. I just pay it every month. I don't even know what I'm fucking getting anymore. Like, it's
And
just
Yeah,
I'm like, why
I'm
am I
not-
paying so much money?
all
I
I
was
use
told I have to start giving money to my sister to help pay for things around the house, and I think that money's going to the cable bill because I'm kind of the reason why it increased in the first place.
Well, because now she has to run it to your room. And like, it's one thing when you have cable. Like,
I have a
yeah.
cable. I have a little cable box right here, and then I
Mhm.
also the internet. I needed her to get better internet because
Oh yeah.
how the frick are 4 people? I had to do math for a second. Sorry. How are 4 people in
You're
a very
streaming.
tiny townhouse
Yeah.
gonna survive on whatever internet she had before? Like I told her, I said I can't live in a house that has shit internet, and I still have shit internet, and it's not her fault. It's just that Spectrum is ass.
Yes, they are.
Spectrum
It's
is a two-pack
amazing.
of ass.
Yeah. It is amazing to see. I mean, in like I have friends out in Michigan who have like fucking like hamster wheel internet. And I'm like, how do you live with that? Like I look in my house at one point we had when I had my girls living here. So we had 4 phones, 4 computers, TVs, and then just all the peripherals and iPads and laptops. And I'm like, we had so many devices hooked up and our internet, knockwood, was great. And now I have less kids. I still have the same amount of shit. Except now when they come over, it's them plus the boyfriend. So they're all back on my internet on occasion
Yeah.
when they come in here. But it doesn't glitch. Like I'm lucky. And then I have friends that are like, you can't watch YouTube for a long time because his fucking system crashes. I'm
You
like,
know what pisses me off though?
that's
Because, like,
nuts.
for a year and a half or
Mm.
so, I had perfect internet. Like, and it took me years. It took me fighting with Optimum every
Mhm.
couple of months for them to like finally unfuck their internet problems. And when I finally had good internet for like a good year and a half, I can play my
Oof.
games. I could stream. Everyone knows I do streaming here. I could podcast, no problem. I could game. I can do whatever, stream movies and stuff. I could do all of that in my room without a problem. And when I fucking move, I
Back
get
to
the
square one.
same issues again. It kills me every time. It's just like a part of my soul dies when I realize that.
Who's your internet provider?
Well, it was Optimum up north, but then here it's Spectrum.
There you go. There's your problem right there.
Yeah, I know.
Mm.
And again, I'm not blaming my sister by any means if anyone's thinking I'm shitting on my
Well,
sister.
she's
I'm very
limited to
thankful.
what's here.
I'm
Yeah.
very thankful for what she did do for me to make me feel a lot more comfortable because I was very much opposed to moving in the first place. Second of all, I hope when the house in North Carolina that my parents are building, which I'll be moving to probably halfway through next year, I hope the options are better. That's all I could say as far as cable and internet goes. So
We have ours through AT&T. It's pretty rad.
Better than
really,
Yeah.
AT&T has good internet.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
So much better than Spectrum.
Fiber.
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
trying to see. The problem is we kind of do things by committee here because, with the way my house is set up, it's two units and it belongs to my in-laws. So my landlord is also my father-in-law. So if things come up tight on the bills or whatever, I'm like, go ahead and throw us out. Your daughter will move home. As-
Please. Yeah.
Actually, they're pretty cool. But in the interest of doing things in a lot of certain ways, like we
Mhm.
split the internet and the cable, and like when I first moved out here, before we got hitched, we couldn't even get like cable internet here, and they didn't have like cable TV because where our house is located, the Comcast junction box for this town was literally full, and there weren't enough houses to justify them installing a second station at the time. So
Oh
we
my
couldn't
God.
get
Yeah.
high speed. So we just had to suck it up and deal with it. And then I took a job in Milwaukee for a couple of years, and we moved to Wisconsin. And for my job, I had to have high-speed internet, so we had cable and everything while we were living in Wisconsin. And my in-laws would come up to visit us, and like I'd have to like pry my father-in-law off the couch with fucking blasting caps because he'd be like, "Oh, ESPN Classic. Let me watch a Bulls game from '94." You know,
Yeah, right.
we're going to
It's-
dinner.
I
Jerry.
can watch everything. Yeah.
and so then when I got structurally management restructured and lost my gig, and we wound up moving back down here because it was the best of our limited options at the time because my company really kind of screwed me. And so we moved back down here, and we got down here, and like 3 days after we moved in, my father-in-law was like, "All right, here's the deal. We're gonna get cable, but we got to split the bill. So, you know, we'll pay half, you guys pay half, blah 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 blah." And this is when Comcast was doing like the triple play for $120.
Mhm.
I was like, "Yeah, all right, no problem." And it's just it creeps up and it creeps up and it creeps up, and then I realized somewhere along the lines, Comcast doesn't know because the bill's in my father-in-law's name. They don't know what he sounds like. So here I call them up and yell at them. I'm like, because you know the bill keeps going up, and I'm like, this is
Mhm.
horseshit. Why am I paying $300 for a phone line I don't use, TV I don't watch, and internet that's spotty sometimes?
Fun fact: I used to work as a salesperson for Comcast, one of those shitty MLM companies, and it's because of a promotion. Once you get out of that promotion price after like what 2 years,
Yep. You're
they
fucked.
could do whatever the fuck they
Yep.
want to you.
Well,
Yeah,
you can go in. You can go in and yell at them.
They-
Sometimes they.
Here's what we call a pro tip. What you do is you call up, and instead of asking for customer service, you ask for someone in retention, and you
Yeah.
start bitching and you threaten to cancel your subscription, and they
Mhm.
will knock you back down to those promotional rates.
Yes.
So I have
They
to
do.
do that because every so often my father-in-law will be like, yeah, the Comcast bill went up, so I guess it's this much this month." And don't worry, I'll take care.
It was this much this month.
Yeah.
It was
I
that
got that.
It'll be better.
Give me the
next-
bill. I'll make a call.
But it's
So,
also funny you brought something up that I actually didn't realize, because if you think about it, and people tell me this all the time in this area, Myrtle Beach has grown so significantly, probably within like the last 10 years, that you're right. Maybe those buildings or those with those junctions can't sustain that amount of houses. And even these houses that this townhouse my sister's living in, they just
Mhm.
built them last year. There's like easily 30, as far as I know, like 30 new homes in this one area. And all of them got filled up within the last like year since she moved here. So who knows what's going on?
So I'm gonna take this back just a second because I know is it the Duchess? Is that
I'm
what-
Kate. I'm sorry. I should introduce myself. Hi. Hello.
She said something about Podpalooza at Aaron's house, and
Oh,
we
jeez.
motherfucker for 2 years now. That was a lovely drunken night.
Oh,
I was serious about it. We just got to get shit coordinated. I mean, I've got the space.
Okay.
It's just
well,
I need to get commitments so we can plan, and I can make sure there's enough food and enough booze. And
we know the food guy.
Yeah, BYO. and
Well, I'll bring a dish. We'll drag it over.
I mean,
Continental.
I can I mean,
I
the
know.
production side of things is not going to be a problem. I can schlep home plenty of crap from work, and at the worst case scenario, do it on the cheap where everybody's got to kick in like $50 or something like that, and that'll get food for a week for everybody because
Oh yeah.
I got those kind of connections. I mean, hell,
I know people. Yeah.
I could put out a couple feelers and probably get some sponsorships for the food just from people I know, like
And I know where hotels are, so if nobody wants to camp in your yard like us, because we are totally camping,
we
can
are?
put them up. Yes.
I guess I know what I'm being told I have to do.
Oh, you
Yeah, I'm a glamper, so a hotel would be lovely.
yeah. Let's
we've
just-
got room for RV parking. We got the pool.
There's no peeing in the pool, right?
Yes, no peeing in the pool.
No promises.
That he knows of.
Oh, I was gonna say, depending on how much alcohol.
A
is
shitload of chlorine every night, buddy. That's all.
actually, it's salt water, so I just have to kick
There you
the
go.
chlorine generator on extra high.
There you go.
Because I am diametrically opposed to chemicals. They're bad for your skin. So
I'll show up a couple days early and set up
I'm bougie like that. So
we can have a bonfire.
oh yeah,
Nice.
I gotta clean out the fire pit. Actually, I was out there looking at it today, and I'm like, that's a lot of fucking ash. I need to shovel this out and distribute it across the yard. But I also have to take a magnet to it because somebody was nice enough to burn an entire set of cabinets without taking the hardware off first.
Oh no.
I was like, ain't this a bitch? But
How'd you do that, Aaron?
it wasn't me. Actually, believe it or not, it wasn't me. It was my my family member. I'm not going to say who it was, but it was an individual I am related to.
I was going to say, is it one that you happen to have married? Because
He
That
can
was
neither
like-
confirm nor deny.
No.
Oh, it wasn't her.
Okay, well, I'm just making sure you don't get in the doghouse now.
Oh no, I mean, don't get me wrong. She'll light shit on fire at the drop of a hat. She's a fucking pyro. Yes, Tabby, you can bond over burning my shit, but but Shauna is. I love my lovely wife dearly, but she's kind of a menace when it comes to lighting fires because, like, we had a tree come down one time in a storm here a few years back, and we had my father-in-law and I had cut it up into chunks, and we'd like piled it all up so off to the side so we could we could let this season and we could keep it for fires for a while. And then she and the boys decided, yeah, let's have a little fire. And I was at work, and I was on my way home from work, and I pulled into the neighborhood, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm facing south. The sun should be over there. What's this orange glow coming over the roof? And I pulled into the driveway and walked around the back of the house. And what they had done was take the entire tree's worth of wood and piled it up in the bonfire
And
spot. And then now since this tree had been down for about a week at this point, all the leaves that were still clinging to the branches were just dry enough where they hadn't fallen off yet, but they were all
Nice.
burned.
Extra kindling.
And yeah, so after pouring a little gas on there, to get it to start, they threw a
a
burning
little gas.
towel
Goodness.
pile. And like we have telephone poles out on the edge of the property, and the flames were taller than the telephone poles, so a good solid 20 feet in the air.
Wow. Did
And
someone call the fire department?
no, the fire department's right down the block from us, so I think they're kind of used to us at this point.
They're used to you.
No, a few days
Oh, it's
later,
that family. Never mind. Let them burn.
a few days later, ComEd was out here because people were complaining about having power fluctuations, and it turns out a bunch of the coating on the power lines had melted,
Oh
and
dear.
so the wires were exposed to the air, and the atmospheric moisture was causing people to have service issues.
Holy shit, that's funny.
Yeah, and
Oops.
they were like, where did you guys have a fire under the power lines? And I said, no, the fire pit's over there. And they kind of looked, and they looked back at the fire pit, and they looked, and I'm like, yeah.
It went that far. Were you guys obligated to pay for that?
No, we claimed blissful ignorance.
Yeah.
Oh. Can't prove it. We don't know what happened.
I don't know how your lines melted from extreme heat.
Lightning strike. So
Sorry.
yeah, we were not hit with a bill for that, thankfully. And it's been kind of fun over the years. You know, we had like I said, when I moved out here, I think the population of this town was 1,300, give or take. It's like 14,000 now. But
Wow.
but when I first moved out here, they just built a few new houses down the road from us, and there was a very big influx of people from Chicago moving out to this area because we're close enough to the city where it's not an unreasonable commute. If you can miss rush hour, like I can technically, if I go at the right time of day, I can make it to downtown Chicago in about 40 minutes. So it's not a bad commute. Like when I was working downtown, I'd ride the train. It was about an hour and a half. Not terrible. And So we had a bunch of people moving down, out to the country from the city to have cheaper property costs. And we got a lot of people that are like, oh well, I live out in the country now, there ain't no rules, so that driving through my yard and shit.
Pickup
We're gonna
trucks.
country it up, so very citified country folk, and they don't realize they're dealing with much more authentic country folks. So
Mm.
we would have bonfires, and we had people like calling the village hall to complain about the smoke. Like, well, they're burning. It's like, yeah, they're allowed to do that. And somebody actually got the village president's phone number and called him directly at his house.
Oh my God.
Smoke coming in their windows. Now, the thing
Oops.
at the time, the village president lived kitty corner across the street from us. So he was like, yeah, I'm aware of where the fire is.
I can see it.
Here's the thing about that. If you go over and if the big bald guy that's standing out by the fire pit right now, actually a really decent guy, if you go over there and just introduce yourself and say howdy, he'll probably offer you a beer and something to eat. And I know this because I'm on my way over there to go grab a beer and a sandwich.
We're barbecuing.
and then walked over to my yard and was like, hey Aaron, just so you know, we got some phone calls about the fire. Some of them new folks over, and he told me the address. I'm like, oh yeah, that tracks. And he goes, yeah, I told them to just come over and introduce themselves, and if they had a problem, you're a reasonable guy. And I said, you told them I'm reasonable? I don't want to scare them off.
Don't ruin my reputation.
And then we're standing there kind of shooting the shit for a couple minutes, and we're just kind of pausing the conversation. I'm like, so you want a beer? And, yeah, why not? So I'm dragging the grill out in a few minutes. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. I'm like, he just knew what was coming. So we had a couple beers, and I threw some burgers on, and nobody ever showed up. I was kind of disappointed.
Oh, people call and complain all the time, but like ask them to address it like a human. No.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
And the fun thing for me is it's kind of like that's one of those, definitely small town mentality when I first moved out here. Like, because my wife lived here before we got, well, even before we really started dating. We actually met because we were working together. And we decided we were going to just go grab a cup of coffee because we're just kind of friends. And we were talking about something, and she's like, I want to go grab a cup of coffee. I need to get out of the house. And I'm like, okay. And so I came out here to pick her up, and it was I drove because at the time I was living in Joliet, and I drove out from Joliet out to this little fucking town in the middle of nowhere, which is not really that far. It's like a 20-minute drive, but to me at the time, like I said, population of fucking 1,300. There's cornfields everywhere. I'm like, where the fuck am I going? One street light, but so I get out here. I pull up into the front yard just to pick her up, and there's a car parked in her front yard, and there's these two guys on the front porch talking to her, and she like, she's obviously not real thrilled to see these guys. Like, just get the fuck, no. And I get out of the car like, is there a problem here? What's going on? And these guys, oh well, we just stopped by to see our old pal Shauna. We're just trying to. And she's like, these idiots are trying to tell me they need to come in the house. I'm like, did you tell them we have plans and they need to, fuck off? And she's like, yes, I told them we have plans and they need to fuck off. And I'm like, all right, well, you heard her, guys, fuck off. And like,
off.
Yeah. We just want to hang out for a few minutes. And then all of a sudden 3 squad cars come rolling up, like one down one direction of the street and 2 from the other direction.
Oh.
And whipping in, one comes right up behind their car, the other one comes up in front of their car, and then the third car pulls in behind my car in the driveway. And that's the other thing. They were parked in the yard. I pulled into the driveway like a civilized human being because I'm not a fucking idiot. And
like on the grass?
Yeah, they were in the in the front yard in the grass. And,
classy.
Well, no, there was actually a reason behind that too. So the cops pile out of the car, start yelling at these 2 idiots, and like, hands on holsters. Just, I'm like, what did I walk into? Jesus fucking Christ! And like the sergeant was in the other car that came in behind me, and he gets out and he starts yelling at these 2 idiots, and it turns out, the whole reason they were trying to, get invited into the house is because they were looking for an alibi. They were involved
Oh,
in a hit and run. The side of the car that was facing the house away from the road was where
oh,
the damage to their car was.
so they're
And-
hiding it.
and so
Nice.
trying to hide out. And so the cops are yelling at them. The sergeant is, like talking to Shauna at the time, and her ex was not the greatest guy. He had some interactions with the cops.
Mm.
So they, were kind of familiar with her. Again, small town, and get degenerate troublemaker in small town. So they're the sergeant's giving her shit basically like, well, these idiots are here. You're dealing out more trouble. And she's like, look, I went to high school with these morons. They decided to show up. I haven't seen these idiots in years. They wanted to come in and catch up and da 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 da. She's like, I have nothing to do with this. I was not with them. I'm not. They've been trying to get in the house for the last 20 minutes. I'm not letting them in the house. Get them off my lawn. Get this piece of shit off my yard. I have plans. And then all of a sudden, this guy realizes that I'm sitting there, and at this point, 23 years old, still had hair, I mean, not all squishy at the time. I was in pretty decent shape. So I'm like sitting on the hood of my car, smoking a cigarette, and it's fall here. So I'm like wearing like a leather jacket and jeans and sitting on my, I'm not like trying to look like a bad boy.
Very James Dean. Yeah, I got you.
Oh, no, it's more like Baker looking guy driving an Oldsmobile. I mean,
Well,
so I'm like sitting on the hood of my car, just waiting patiently for the drama to unfold and kind of watching because I'm laughing at these two idiots arguing with the cops that
mhm.
they weren't the ones in the hit and run, even though the people they hit got their license plate number.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God.
though they were facing the damage against the house, they were still fucked because they were morons.
Mhm.
And they're, oh no, it wasn't us. We were here the whole time. It's like, no, you weren't. And Shauna's on the porch, like, no, you weren't, you fucking idiots. Don't drag me into this. What is wrong with you two?
Don't drag me
And
into
I'm
this.
laughing because she's cussing them out in front of the cops. So I'm like,
Mm.
okay, obviously this scenario's a little off the rails. But so the sergeant notices I'm sitting there like, just,
Bored.
and he looks at me and he goes, you. I'm like, what? He's like, I don't know you.
Okay.
You're saying that like it's a bad thing. Well, my name's Aaron. I'm a Virgo. I like long walks on the beach, like slow dancing in the moonlight. Anything else you'd like to know, sir? And he's like, kind of a smart ass, aren't you? I'm like, yes. I mean,
You read that right.
with all due respect, officer, she and I had plans. I showed up to come pick her up. These two fucking idiots are in the front yard trying to argue with her because she won't let them in the house. I would be perfectly content if you took these two idiots the fuck away and we could get on with our evening because I'm hungry and I would like to go get dinner now. And he kind of looks at me and he's like, he laughs and he's like, stay out of trouble. I'm like, all right, no
Sure.
problem.
Yeah.
So then you fast forward like 6 months later and I wind up moving out here. And actually, again, still not really like officially dating, although everybody and their mother knew we were at that point. But we didn't admit it. I just needed to get out of my living situation, and she was like, "Well, we got a spare room in the other other unit. You can move in there." I'm like, "Okay." So I did, and then we admitted that we'd been dating for a while and just never called it that. But I digress. That's besides the point. Point was, after I started moving out here and I had to commute to go to work, and I would go to work in like my cook's whites, and depending on the weather, sometimes I'd have a chef's coat on, and I would stop and get a cup of coffee and gas in the morning on my way to work and see these same cops in there. Everyone like, yeah, hey, how you doing? He's like, you're the guy who likes jazz and long walks on the beach in the moonlight, huh? I'm like, yeah, that's me. Like, so
No, you knew he had to give it back to you. So at least,
then,
but he remembered who you were.
oh yeah, he remembered me, and he's like, so what's cooking, chef? I'm like, it never gets old. I know why you guys are here. They dropped the fresh donuts off at 6:30. You fuckers. So, and it was funny because like literally that was when they dropped the donuts off was like 6.
It literally was.
So there'd be a Krispy Kreme truck in the
parking lot of the gas station, and then like 4 squad cars, and I was just like, you fuckers aren't even trying to not be a stereotype. Jesus Christ. I'm like, do you guys do the Barney Fife? Do you carry 1 bullet in your pocket just in case? And like,
They
oh no,
trade it.
trust me, these are loaded. I'm like, yeah, great, so's mine.
Aaron, we're gonna have to cut it. It's 10 o'clock here, our time. Kiddo's
Ooh.
gotta
Liz,
gotta
I
take.
did not even. I was just having such fun hanging out with you guys and bullshitting and not actually getting to anything in my notes. All Grok did.
Hey, but sometimes you need something like that. Like,
Yeah, no, this was fantastic. Thank you guys for coming on and helping me out.
It was nice to meet you guys.
Dude, thank you, Aaron, for having us.
Of course.
Oh, we're saying goodbye. Damn, I feel bad. I was trying to watch this segment with CM Punk on Monday Night Raw, and then all of a sudden we're saying goodbye, and I'm like, damn, I
Oh.
feel like a
Mike
dickhead.
and Tabby are saying goodbye. And
I was watching Raw on Twitter.
yeah, we've got to take our CM Punk outside to go potty.
Yeah.
Oh,
How is he doing, by the way?
Shit.
Nah, he's doing,
Oh,
But I love him.
he's sleeping on the floor right over here.
oh.
So
he's a good boy.
I'm walking around out there, so I might have to.
Up for adoption, though.
Right.
We're fostering him. He's not ours.
Adopt him.
No.
anybody
Do
listen-
it.
Our
What
house.
kind, what kind of dog?
I think he is a German short-haired pointer pit bull mix.
No, he is the picture that you sent me of the breed.
The German short-haired pointer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then
American Staffordshire.
that is not
Aw.
Shire. That's what the Metro Animal Shelter thinks he is.
Oh, that's
He's
what
not
the
a
picture you sent me is.
That's a German short-haired pointer. And then we also have a South African Borbal. She's a Mastiff, and
Oh, wow.
she's a big fat.
That's a big pupper.
No. And then we have a pit bull lab mix. Gesundheit.
So you guys like little dogs, right? Little tiny lap dogs?
Small. The smaller, the better.
Well, the ones
Yeah.
that think they are that.
My daughter has a pity mix he's like 80 pounds and he thinks he's a snuggle bunny. And every time I sit on the couch, he sits on me and I'm like, dude, you're crushing me.
Say every pity mix I've ever had has been like that.
He's sweet. He's dumb as a box of rocks. He really is.
Oh,
It
yeah.
must be nice to have pets.
Well, I don't have any more. Well, I have 2 blind guinea pigs, which is a joke among itself.
Want CM Punk?
Mish, you could adopt CM Punk.
I will drive him if you want to.
He'll eat the guinea pigs. That's the problem.
See, the problem is, I'd have to clear that with my family first, and I don't think they'll be very.
They
fond of
wouldn't
me
notice him.
having
You
a
could just
dog.
sneak him up in the room.
No, they'll know.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, listen, if you want to foster him for like another 6 months, I'll be in a
Aw.
new house by then. That'll have more than enough room.
You can con your parents into it, right?
I can maybe. I mean, no, they won't fucking. I mean, my dad might, but my mom.
Well, it's a brand new house. Your mom's going to be out of her mind.
Yeah, my mom will kill me.
She sees his face and she's gonna fall in love. He's
I
got
know.
little
You got to
face.
bond her. You got to bond this dog to your mom.
No, my mom hates any big dog. She likes small
Oh,
dogs, but she doesn't
oh.
even like having them.
All right, guys. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you.
Have a good night.
Bye, Tabby.
Happy New Year.
Bye, Mike.
On that note, Aaron, I think I'm going to go too because my little one is begging me to play Mega Man with him.
Aw.
Really? You have to
Yes,
throw-
I got a Mega Man series for my Switch, and now he's into Mega Man. So I'm going through beating Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 2 again, like I did when I was his age.
Yep.
And now he wants to play it with me.
It's a lot harder now,
Oh.
isn't it?
Oh, it's a lot fucking harder.
Yeah,
Oh,
on
That
my
hand-eye
God.
thing.
That's a
It's
classic.
not, yeah.
PlayStation.
It's like I was telling him that I beat this stuff when I was his age, and he's like, "This is hard." I'm like, "Damn right, it's hard."
You're right. It is.
Yeah, it's
I
fucking
can play
hard.
certain shooters all day, but I try platforming with that little blue bastard, and I have an aneurysm. It's fucking insane.
I know.
I mean, I my watch started beeping at me after I downloaded that game. I'm not even lying. Like,
I also got Contra too, and I can't even get past the first level.
right?
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
We used to play the hell out of that stuff back in the
I
day.
know.
And now it's just like, nope.
Games are not. I got there's like some kind of promo Atari game system that came out. It was like $100 or something. I got it for Christmas, and it's it simulates like the Atari 2600 remotes.
Mhm.
So it's like got the joystick with the buttons, but it's Bluetooth and it has like the games preloaded on it. And I'm like, well, I haven't had a game system in forever. So since the Wii, which I could beat my kids in and everything. I love Wii. That was Wii Dance was my favorite. We had Girl Scouts and all that shit. I whooped all their asses in it. But now I can't play any of the games. I think I tried Grand Theft Auto and ended up running a police officer over, and I don't know what I did.
And then you got a 3-star out of that, and then all the cops in the entire fucking city came after you, and then if you somehow escape them and hurt more people, the fucking army comes after you.
And you picked up a hooker.
Never got to
Yeah.
that stage.
It's yeah. I mean, speaking of the Wii, it's funny because like I played the Wii all the time because like I figured out a way
I
to
grew up
finally
with that. Yeah.
yeah, like I grew up with that. That was like my era, right? And my sister, it was a family thing, but like
Right.
the Wii was in my room because I figured out how to connect it finally to our TV. 'Cause we just could never figure out how to do it on the family TV. So I was like, oh, let me try this on my old TV, which had like the 3 little colored connectors that you would have
Oh.
for like the video, sound, and all that.
Oh my God.
Um,
Yeah.
That's how old it was. Everybody. And it
Old.
was in my room all those years, and then like one day my sister and brother were playing in my room because they like to play it in there too, and that was fine. But one day I came home and they finished playing it, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna play some WWE games that I wanted to play today. Go to turn it on, it doesn't turn on anymore.
Nope, they broke your TV.
They no, not the TV. They broke the Wii.
Oh, they broke the Wii.
The
Oh.
Wii became broken, and I was not happy. I was like, "You're
My Wii's,
kidding
it
me."
still works, and it literally has burn marks on it. It's
My Wii still works too, and I still have an original Nintendo that I bought for my wife.
I'm so jealous.
Original
of all
Nintendo.
Oh, wow.
It
Nice.
has the box and everything.
Oh my
Awesome.
gosh.
Yeah.
Nice.
my kid brother has our original, or well, had our original Nintendo. Right before COVID, he moved to Hawaii.
How rude.
Well, no, the thing was, he had a great job opportunity lined up, and then that wound up getting shot in the ass thanks to
Oh
COVID.
no.
So about a year later, they moved back from Hawaii during the problem with all the shipping stuff that was going on, and the cargo container that had 80% of his shit in it got lost.
Oh.
So, because they had bought like 2 shipping containers to move all their stuff back from Hawaii back to the mainland. The one that had their car and like a quarter of their stuff in it showed up. The other one that had all of their other stuff in it disappeared. So,
Convenient. Yeah.
luckily enough, my original Nintendo was in that shipping container. So
Oh, that's
probably some fucking kid's garage in Saudi Arabia now.
Oh, I'm sure of it. Yeah. It
Probably.
fell off the cargo ship.
Yeah.
Oh, we've lost it. How do you fucking lose a cargo box? Sorry. No.
I mean, they got a check, but
Yeah.
shit.
Still, that sucks.
All right. I'm gonna drop. He's begging me to play.
All right. Jason, I wanted to say thank you for all the stuff.
Yeah.
I was supposed to give it to John today, but he had tech issues, so I didn't go to his house. So I still have a bag
Fine.
of stuff to give to him. But I wanted to let you know it was awesome. Thank you.
I was gonna ask today on your
Yes.
show, but I'm like, I'm not going to in case something.
And that's why thank you, because it's all wrapped by my front door, and then like plans changed at the last second. So I was like, shit. So
Oh, so you're selling stuff now, huh, Jason?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that's very much Jason's stuff is selling stuff.
saucers and things. So it just
Nothing
chaps
goes
your
into
ass.
saucers.
I'm
They're
so
not
sorry.
cups, not saucers.
I think he meant one thing, and then when he hit saucers, just the look on your face was just like you're like motherfucker.
Yeah, that guy is such an old fuck. He's gonna hear this. He's like, you motherfucker. But,
Yeah, well, I mean, just call a spade a spade.
yeah. He was around when the dinosaurs were around because he's that old.
He flew a pterodactyl to the school, he told me once.
He did.
I mean, I was jealous. I mean, I love dinosaurs. You got to fly on one? God.
Yeah, he
But they
did.
didn't eat them back then? Damn. Like
No.
the kids, I mean, the kids didn't get eaten.
Nope.
Only
He
the
was
strong
on the-
survive.
Yeah,
Survival of the fittest.
the Flintstones is based off of his life.
Aaron is the last Neanderthal standing.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
Happy New Year,
Have a good
Jason.
one, Jason.
You guys too.
You know I love you though.
Oh, but like I said, Jason and I have known each other since first grade. So yeah,
Yeah, you deal
That's
with this on
awesome.
a daily basis.
yeah, and yeah, he's the guy that runs Horrible Designs, which I transferred my merch over to him, but I don't think nobody buys my merch because the designs are all awful because I did them, so they're all crap.
Also broke, so I wish I could buy merch.
But
But I'm
Yeah.
broke.
he makes all kinds of crazy stuff. I've done some posts. He made a bunch of shirts that he sent me, and
Yeah.
like my I don't have it with
It's like
me.
dye sub, like anything you can design, like for promotional stuff, like mouse pads and cups and saucers and things like that. It's awesome. He does some really cool designs.
Glasses now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He's making some custom bourbon glasses for some guys. Pretty
Yeah.
cool.
He's got some nice looking stuff. It was fun to shop through.
Those magnets. Got my I totally saw that Jesus magnet.
I love that. That's so
It's
fun.
on my
You got to
whiteboard.
send me that link because I need to do some digging now.
Oh, for
Go
sure.
through the old rabbit hole.
Ah, it's
Yeah.
Horrible Designs.
Yeah,
That's it. HorribleDesigns.com.
I'll shoot it to you later too, but
Yes, please.
it's
Because I will
just-
forget.
Oh,
It's-
sorry.
It's pretty cool, and like I said, dude's got a very very special sense of humor, so he comes up with some pretty
He does. He does. Some of his things are funny. Plus, like decals for the back of your car and the
Yes.
clings and stuff like that. Those are fun.
got some tumblers that say "pew pew all pedos." So I'm a big fan
A
of that.
sentiment I very, very strongly agree with.
Yeah, so like
I don't know who doesn't, but
People who like pedos.
oh fuck.
they tend to stick together.
Yeah, they tend to. Why don't we just all get them in like one little community and just I know we haven't used the atomic bomb since World War
Just
II,
gas
but
them a little. Just a little gas.
just
Government
drop
has-
the old nukeroni in there and
Nuker.
Yeah, I mean,
Nice.
I wouldn't be adverse to that, but like I said, on the other hand, I feel like the government's got to have new and interesting toys. So, they've gotta-
Experimental stuff. Anything you need human experimentation on. There you go. I think you forfeit your rights once you touch a kid or do something disgusting to a child. You're done.
or anybody.
You are
really.
not. You are not a productive member of society. You get eliminated. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It's just
Yeah, no, it's well, I'm firmly in the camp that pedos aren't people. So,
Yes,
well,
100%.
once you go down that path, yeah, you're not. You don't count.
And
anymore.
anybody that associates with the maps section of that group can
Mm.
also get fucked.
yes,
Not literally,
that's
but you know
not-
what I mean.
That's a pedo.
Yeah, that's
Like
that's
that
just
minor
that's just
attraction
that-
bullshit.
That's,
That you're
that's just the
pedo.
acronym for pedo.
Pedo. You're just trying to make it sound nicer. It's not
Yeah.
marketable. It's grody. Don't be disgusting. It's a child. I mean, I the only weird thing is I can think if it's like there's a 19-year-old looking at it like a 17-year-old. Like I can see like
I mean, that's not.
that's
quite-
not to me. That's not. You can't label somebody as a pedo. But like, if you're talking like you're a grown ass man and there's a single digit age child.
Yeah, no, for real.
Wrong.
And even then,
Wrong.
it's like when
Wow.
I go to when I'm at the gym and I'm working, it's just like I
Ah.
see these girls that look like older than they are, and I see them
Mhm.
sign in. I'm just like, holy shit, they're that young. But I don't
Yeah.
know what the hell's going on with the generations now, but they all look older than they are.
No.
Like,
That's the
Because they
thing.
wear a shit fuck ton of makeup. A lot of these girls look way older
to
than what they are.
Though? You're
Yeah.
gonna
Oh,
sweat it all
I see a
out.
lot of women early morning, full face. I don't blame them.
Yeah, no,
I
there's-
don't like walking out without makeup.
Girls
But
I see every morning that it's like, how early do you fucking get up? Because I'm in the gym at like 5:45.
me?
How early are you getting up to do all that makeup that you're in? There?
Oh, in general, yeah.
Yeah, because that's I mean, if that's not a short process, like makeup, as far as I know, and we have a woman here to attest to it, that's like a 20-minute process, 30-minute
takes some
process
time.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can base it off of how long it takes my wife to get ready.
Yeah.
and she does not
And
go
my mom too.
not heavy on makeup, and it still takes her 20-25 minutes to get ready.
Yeah.
And I mean, God bless you guys for doing that shit. But me personally, I could care less. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean,
tell my wife,
I'm the one sitting here tapping on the watch, like, Ma, we're late.
They do it for other women.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
other
Don't do
women.
it for each other. You know?
It's a judgy thing. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, sorry, my stupid camera here. I feel like I've gotten less judgy on women in my age, because I get it. It's a confidence thing because it's very difficult to go out without makeup because you're so used to it. It's also what we grew up listening. Make yourself pretty, make yourself pretty, make yourself pretty, make yourself attractive. Product.
Presentable
So,
is another term
yeah.
I've heard thrown around. Make yourself presentable.
Presentable. Yeah. And now I'm at the point now. It's like I get out of bed at 4:30. I'm at the gym by 5, and this is as presentable as it's going to get at 5 in the morning. So, but there's women there at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Face,
Whole
you know,
thing. It's like
good on you, man. That's what you want to do.
Grody or. And the funny thing is, the couple ladies at my gym that are, because I mean, most of them are in there like, nope, I'm going home to get a shower after this. But
Oh yeah.
But there's a couple in there that are just like, nope, I'm all decked out, and God bless them, they're not going light. They're on the treadmill running like their bad decisions are chasing them.
There's a guy, I don't know if,
I know that feeling.
there's a guy that like he comes into the gym every now and again and like he will hold on for when I'm talking about dear life, like he's
Do
about
they
to
hold
face
the thing in front of them?
no, he's like holding the sides, like the
Yeah,
Planet
the
Fitness, like
bars.
the
Yeah.
bars. He's holding those for dear life and running as
running?
fast as he can. And I tell you, I don't know how that man does not like let go and face plant because he's on the verge. He's literally like his ass is out here, his face is out here, and he's holding on for dear fucking life with those things.
That doesn't seem right.
Like
I see
I'm
people
like
who
it's like
elevate
those
it.
gym videos. It's like
Yeah.
those gym videos where it's like, oh, you go into the gym and this is the people you see. Like that's the type of shit that is.
Someone's like
and
bouncing
not
on the.
and I'm
yeah.
not trying to judge, but I'm just like, brother, you're
No.
gonna kill yourself. Like I don't want to be
It's
responsible for the
dangerous.
fact that you get hurt.
Yeah, no,
They do say it in the contract. It's your fault you get hurt. It's not our problem.
Yeah, you fucked up. You know.
well, I a few years back, before I got my medical issues that made me blow the fuck up diagnosed, like when they were just kind of beginning, because I spent several years in denial because I'm a guy, and I was like, I'm in my mid 30s. That's why I'm putting on weight all of a sudden, despite the fact that I was exercising 6 days a week. Like, oh no, it's just because I'm getting older and I'm getting a little softer. I didn't want to admit that. Turns out I had a problem that was legitimately killing me, but I had stopped working at the club because I was managing a club in downtown Chicago. It was an athletic club that had it was a private club that had a restaurant as part of the club membership. So I was the executive chef for the restaurant, but the perks of that was I got to use the gym. So I would get to work at like 20 after, I'd ride the train, the 5 a.m. train, get there at 20 after 6, work out until 7:30, take a shower in the club, go to the locker room, get my fresh, clean uniforms that were hanging in my locker waiting for me because we had laundry service for all the members, and I got to
Oh,
use
that's nice.
it. So
That's a perk.
freshly laundered uniform on, put my gym clothes in my bag, throw my stanky ass gym clothes into the hamper so they would get washed. So the next morning I would have clean clothes, and then and I would go to my desk, and so I was working out, doing an hour of cardio and
Wow.
45 minutes of strength training 5 days a week minimum.
Wow.
And I still was, so all of a sudden I started just putting on weight. I've been a big guy my entire life. I just have. When I was in good shape, when I was wearing like a size 34 jeans, but I still wore a size 54 jacket because I got a big ass upper body. And I was also like 285 pounds, but I was, bench pressing
But you're
320.
solid. You're not like
I
wafy.
was-
I mean, you're solid.
Yeah,
And
I'd
then-
rather be solid than squishy for sure.
Yeah.
Amen, brother.
I was
I'm so tired of squishy.
Me
and
too.
then all of a sudden I started getting squishy, and I was like, and at first I didn't panic too much. So I'm like, okay, I'm putting on a little extra bulk. Okay, I'm up to 290, 295,
Mhm.
305. And I'm like, the fuck is going on here? I must just be because I'm 35 now. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So I kind of ignored it, and then I hit like 40, and I was just kind of like, okay, I guess I'm fat now. And I was kind of just, well, actually, no, I wasn't even 40. It was like 37, 38, somewhere in there. And I was like, okay, I just guess I'm just fat now. And then at like 39, had a little scare thing because I had working a different job, and I was working really shitty hours. I was on swing shifts, and like I was doing, I just come off like a back-to-back 12-hour shifts. So I was literally at work for like 23 and a half hours because
Ugh.
I wound up having to cover somebody else's shift because they didn't show up. And my boss couldn't find anybody to cover the shift. So I was, yeah. And then my parents were coming in from out of town to go, and we went out to dinner. And apparently I nodded off mid conversation, which, as much as
That's
I
not
talk,
good.
That is not good.
I
You
just
never
kinda-
put yourself to sleep.
I just grayed out for like 3 seconds,
That's a big deal.
picked up right back where I left off, like didn't notice, didn't pause, nothing. And my mom kind of freaked out.
Yeah.
And
That would freak.
yeah, well, one of her best friend's husband is a cardiologist.
Mm.
And so after we left dinner, and I got home, and about 10 minutes after I got home, my mom and my stepdad were on their way to Wisconsin for a wedding. That's why they were coming through town, and we were meeting up for dinner. And so I get a phone call from my mom. She's like, "You need to call Rob." I was a little worried, so I talked to Sue, and she talked to Rob, and Rob says you need to call him. And I'm like, I don't know Rob's phone number. Those are your friends. Those aren't my friends, Mom.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know how to talk to them. Sorry. I'm like, that's my denial stage of like, I'm getting
Mhm.
out of it. Nope, no problem. About 45 seconds later, my phone starts ringing.
It's Rob.
Rob. goes-
I love your mom.
Just got off the phone.
I've done the same thing.
Your appointment is for 7:15 tomorrow. Be at my office.
Nice.
You have to work. You're not going to work. You're coming in. Be prepared to be there for the better part of the day. We're going to figure out what's going on.
Wow.
So, and he's actually a very well-respected cardiologist in town here, which I did not know at the time. And
Any
Well, I
other
mean,
person probably would have taken you
didn't
8
know
months
it.
to get that appointment.
I did know that he was a very well, like, because
Mhm.
both my wife's family members go to him,
Mhm.
but I did not realize like what a big deal it actually was, because I was just like, no, that's Rob. I've known him forever,
Mm.
So I go into his office. They proceeded to give me every piece of blood work you can imagine. That same day, I had a cardio stress test, a pulmonary lung capacity test, a an EKG, chest X-ray, and I was there for about 4.5 hours, getting poked, prodded, sampled, and then I also had to go get an MRI and an ultrasound, but that took over a few days, and then a sleep study.
Oh, those are the worst.
And yeah, you got sleep apnea, but you're 497 pounds, so that kind of goes with the territory.
Hmm.
It turns out my chest was full of fluids, which they found on the X-rays, and the lung capacity thing showed I had like 23% of my lungs functioning.
Oh
So I
my God.
wasn't
Oh,
getting any oxygen
Jesus.
in my blood, so it was like compounding because the fluids in my chest were compressing my heart and my lungs,
Yeah.
so I wasn't getting any oxygen into my system.
That puts you into congestive heart failure, man.
That's basically, I was in the early stages of congestive heart failure, and
My
so
stepdad had that. They used to drain his lungs.
yeah, yes.
That's exactly how they do it. Just how you
So,
think, Matt.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I imagined.
Mhm.
I had the
Sorry.
photo pop in my head, and that was unpleasant. Well,
Sorry.
as someone that's approaching 30 soon, in a few
Go to the
years,
doctor.
I
Go to the doctor.
yes, go to the doctor. One and
Mhm.
two, let's not get those extra 20, then 30, then 40 pounds and be like,
Yeah,
oh,
no.
I'm just fat now. No, let's not do that.
Don't just go, hey, I'm fat now. Like, especially if you're busting your ass every day and you're still getting doughy. No,
Yeah,
that's
something's
that's
wrong.
a sign.
Well, my coworker was telling me today, he's like, because I was telling him how like back in 20. I think my best shape was like 2019, right? And before COVID and everything, like right before COVID too. Like I was pretty, I wouldn't say jacked, but I was definitely like in shape looking. Like I was 175, 180, muscle was starting to build. Um, and COVID screwed everything up, and I'm back up to like what 215 again. Well, after the holiday, but I was doing fine up until that point.
In high school.
Yeah, like I got to. So I was telling my coworkers like I got to get back into it, man. Like I got to get into it. And now that we're having this conversation, I'm like, oh, I've really got to get back into it. And I work at a
It's
gym, so
important,
I have
yeah.
absolutely no fucking excuse to not go.
Sorry, watching a football game. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Who's winning, by the way?
The Detroit just scored touchdowns. Emlyn
Yes.
Ross St. Brown is a fucking beast.
Let's go to
So-
Detroit.
It's 30-28, but it's
For
fucking the
Detroit.
Niners have been winning. So Bruce is
And
like
I'm a
pooping
49ers fan. That's the thing. I'm still pulling for Detroit. I'm like,
I
you know,
like, yeah, the Detroit.
Detroit
the
needs to
story
win
is
the
great.
Super Bowl. I don't
Yeah.
care what anybody says. Detroit.
Well, I'm kind of
needs to
pulling for the
win Super
the
Bowl.
Bills too.
Well,
Josh
I
Allen's
kn-
a beast.
I
So-
think their window closed.
Really?
I think
don't know.
I think their window closed. I think the Ravens window is closing.
Oh, I hope so.
Well, naturally, because you're a
Ravens.
Steelers fan, I get
Of
it. I mean,
course.
the Giants has been fucking like concreted
my-
shut for
All my
many
goodies
years.
are over here. My Steelers
Yeah,
gear.
yeah. You and Hunter will be best friends when you come on the show.
I can tolerate Hunter because he's a Steelers fan.
Yeah. The rest
Says
of us,
goofy things about women sometimes. I'm like,
yes.
okay.
He says goofy things about. He says a lot of goofy things.
I know.
We all say a
He's
lot of
still
goofy
funny.
things.
I know you do.
it's okay.
I take y'all with a grain of salt. It's funny.
Yes.
If you ever want to have a conversation
if-
with women, with a woman, let me know. I feel like sometimes y'all just have no clue. Like,
Matt'll be okay. Hunter might be scared.
Yeah, I
I'm
can
very
talk.
nice. I don't think I get scared.
I talk to women. That's the thing. Like I have. I'm pretty sure most of my friends are women. That's the crazy part.
Well, you like to flirt with all the ladies in the TNA podcast. That's
yeah,
what
the
you like.
TNA podcast.
Matt
loves me.
loves them.
I
They
think-
love him.
I was gonna say I think they love me, but
Dirty
I think they're just
ladies.
I think
dirty
they're just trying to
ladies.
be nice most of the time.
No, I think you would have no idea what to do with them. Honestly,
That's what
Matt.
I used to think.
I don't
too.
think they would. I would not. They would probably have a field
they
day
would
with me.
they
though.
would kill you.
They would kill
I
me.
think any one of them would probably slaughter you. You would die a
That's
happy
fine.
man. I'm
I
pretty
would,
sure. but
gory. What a wonderful way to die. You know.
what a hell of a way to die. Yeah, exactly.
But
Yep. No, I
I'm just-
had a couple of instances where, in hindsight, I'm going, "That
Did I
dirty."
miss that?
Oh, it's not even that.
No.
My wife will tell you I'm the last person to realize if like people are flirting with me and things like that.
yeah, like
You
I've
guys are
never-
oblivious sometimes. Yeah.
I
It's
see
funny.
the
People are
weird part is like I went on this date on Friday with the girl I'm talking to at the gym, right? And then it's
Mm-hmm.
like I thought she liked me the entire time, but it turns out I guess she thought we were just friends, and I was trying to be something more clearly. I mean, it was pretty obvious. I don't know how
Right.
that miscommunication happened, but I mean, we're still cool. We're still friends. Like we're hopefully gonna hang out tomorrow for New Year's, but it won't matter because she's not gonna be in the fucking country anyway anymore after
Well,
next month.
No, keep it as friends, and you had a good time, and just think of it
Yeah.
that way. You at least you're dipping your toe back in, so you gotta.
Yeah, we're back into. I mean, listen, the fact
Go
that I was even
easy.
able to go
Yeah.
and get her number in the first place, I was really. When I tell you, I was talking to my friends at the desk who also work there. I was like, guys, what do I do? What do I do? And they're giving me advice. This went on for like 5-10 minutes, right? I'm not kidding. They literally tell me, they were giving me advice. I said, you know what, guys, fuck it. I'm just gonna go up and do it. After like a 10-minute conversation, I got her number.
There you go.
There you go. Attaboy. Good job.
You just
Mike
gotta
and
do it on
Dante
your own.
Mike, Dante, and Hunter can clown me all they want, but I'm getting back into it.
Good.
Go slow and steady. And there's no need to
Yeah.
like bum rush in. Like, not every girl is gonna be the one, but go out and have fun.
Yeah, the good. Like I
Don't
said,
be a horn dog, but
no,
be a little
no,
bit- little bit of a
I mean,
horn dog.
eh,
a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. You're
Just-
young. You should have fun.
You're young.
but the good news is I have options. I work in a
You
gym
do.
where many attractive women go to. So,
Mhm.
unfortunately, some of the other ones are going to be leaving soon. So I'm a little upset about that. For rumors have been telling me. So
Just be careful. That's that members. I did agree a little bit,
Yeah.
coach, because it's like
oh, trust me,
Mm.
Mike has been really digging that into my head, and I tell him, I said, Mike, I know what I'm doing, brother. I'm not trying to be too weird about it. There's nothing wrong with talking to somebody.
There's no policy on that, right? Is there?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if they gave you like a handbook or if it said something in
Well,
there.
it's one thing. Okay, it's one. I actually just did this today. For some reason, my sexual harassment training never went through the first time I did it, so I had to redo it today.
I got to learn how to do it better.
I got to learn how to do it better, apparently. Even though I already fucking completed it, but like, so as long as as far as I can tell, I don't know what's in the policy, but as long as I'm not making like those types of advances, like the sexual harassment
Right.
advances, I should be okay.
You're not checking them in with like suggestive remarks and shit like that.
No. I mean, obviously, I'll do a little bit of flirting and stuff. Like, I'll compliment their looks and stuff. Like, if their hair looks nice, that they have like, oh, I love your hair today, like that type of shit. And or it's like, oh, how's your day going? It's like, better now that you're here.
That's always nice to hear. I gotta say from anybody.
The corny shit like that is what I like to do. And everybody likes to say,
Make
oh,
them
Matt,
smile.
you're corny.
Make people
Matt,
happy.
you're corny.
It's
It's
all
like, I'm
good.
just trying to. My job is to make people happy, man. So I have to be corny sometimes.
Corny's
you should see
okay.
you should see the other corny people. Like, you should see the corny jokes or hear the corny jokes I hear from the members, man. They're always busting my balls about shit.
Look, every time I've gone to my Planet Fitness, everybody's been very nice. Like nobody's been. Actually, one time I went in, somebody actually wished me happy birthday, so it must pop up on the screen, and
it does. It comes up on the screen.
Of course, that was the only time I've been going there, like 3 years. Every day on my birthday, no one said anything, but the one time it completely floored me.
I feel like bad when I forget to tell people happy birthday on the screen because they walk away and it takes the screen. Our system's so shitty that it takes like a second or two.
Yeah.
And by the time it comes up, like, oh, it's their birthday, they're like already in the fucking floor.
Yeah.
Like,
I was just more surprised. I was just like, what? Thank you. It's also 5 a.m. I'm like, I'm barely talking to anybody.
I think I told 2 people happy birthday today, and they were like shocked.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, I would love to stay and chat all night. But
it is late.
I got to go to work in the morning. So
I got to be at the gym.
oh yeah, you got to be at the gym, and I got to go to work at the gym. So
Aaron, this was fun. Thanks for the invite.
Thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm glad I got to make it.
Yeah, it's my first time with you, so thank you.
So you guys want to do any plugging before you go? Just
ladies first.
Oh, well, thank you. All right. If you are interested, we'd love to have you visit us on the Boomer Bunker. John Jamingo and I live stream on Monday and Thursday nights at 6:30 Eastern. You can find all our links, boomerbunker.com.
The Bromigos podcast. Find us on all of your favorite podcasting platforms. Just search us up, and we appreciate any feedback you can give us, and we appreciate all the support on the show that we have gotten. Also, personal plug, follow your boy on the YouTube and Twitch channels, Edge0626. I'm posting a lot more. I'm trying to do a lot more streaming in the new year, so help a brother out and support him.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that'll about do it. This was fun, guys. Thank you very much for coming on. I was going to do a year-end recap, but obviously that didn't happen. Maybe I'll drop an episode this week where I'll just do a little usual Aaron ranty. But I'm going to be in the coming year. My new thing is going to be I'm going to try and be doing more of these kind of episodes where I got people on and just throw out some links and tell random people to come on.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe we'll get some randos that none of us know, and it'll be fun because we can all gang up on them. And
it'll be funny.
Sounds fabulous.
It's almost like we're doing our own version of the Glorious House of Gains drive-bys. We are so accustomed to being on at the same time, you and I.
Yeah, I was just saying that's kind of inside baseball. I mean, we'll throw a little quick plug out for the homie just since Matt brought it up. Robert Frank 615, internet media personality and sensation, Jim Bro, and has the House of Gains podcast, which you have to subscribe to his Patreon to get access to. It's like $2 a month or $4 a month, something like that for the basic entry level tier, and then you can get to listen to the podcast and find out what the fuck Matt and I are actually talking about.
Yes, inside baseball, and not to mention not only a great media personality, but a better person and friend as well. I will say.
Oh yeah, no, Rob's a real solid dude. I mean, I know a lot of people just think the people that are familiar with his videos and the Gym Rage and the on Monday we do chess and all that other stuff, and they're like but dude's actually like when you get past the persona is actually a really solid guy. And yeah. So Yeah, there was an unexpected outro. So
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
Rob needs to pay us for the amount of times we put him over on any of our platforms.
yeah, that's
Love you, buddy. If you listen,
yeah, he'll never hear this.
yeah, he'll never hear us.
Send him
all.
the clip. Tell him you shout him out.
No, because then I mean, Matt, if you want to send him the clip, feel free. But I don't like you've seen how I am. Like even during the episode when you happen to catch the live streams, if I log in on the wrong Facebook profile, I log out and then or not Facebook, the wrong YouTube account, I log out and get back.
Uh-oh.
I guess I gotta go. So
Time's up. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night, guys.
I did. Dang it. He's calling me back. Hello? What's up? No, I was still doing the thing, but